A fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weaken until the final siren's gone.
It is draft night, folks. Welcome everybody to the live draft watch along. So I'm giggling at some of the comments in chat to present the jumpers. Very, very funny. No, I was just on Blue Abroad for those who were checking out over there as well. So Terry gave me a quick phone call earlier on to see if I could jump on, but I'm always happy to jump on and talk Tigers. But it's time for our draft show to kick off. I've got Grock with me. How are you, mate?
Yeah, going well, mate. Going well. Looking forward to it. And there's T-minus 35 minutes until first pick, but what could be better than watching Geelong get smashed in the grand final on Fox Footy at the moment before the draft starts?
I haven't actually brought up what's on in the... I've got it in the background, but it's not on my screen at the moment. Okay, so it's that. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's the EJ should be final.
Is it? Okay, I might be able to watch that. EJ will be joining us as well at some point, and CB might be dropping in later on too. So that's going to be very, very good to have everyone jump on board. But yeah, massive show. Before we get stuck into the draft stuff, I suppose let's talk about last night. Firstly, with some number changes that were coming through thick and fast. It was coming at a rate of knots, really. Taj Houghton into the 10, Liam Fawcett to 43, Luke Traynor into 11. Who else was there? Sam Banks into 6, and of course Sam Lawler into the number 4. It was good. I like it. I think they all make sense. The only one I'd actually want a bit more information on is Fawcett. It's actually quite kind of odd to go up and not down, but there must be a reason behind it.
Yeah, Uze absolutely hates the 37, the number.
Really?
Yeah, he's mentioned it a few times. If he could get rid of it out of the playing list, he'd definitely do it, which kind of makes sense that he wants to move it out. And also, Fawcett loves the idea that he was taken at pick 43 and he's wearing 43. So there's
that's true. I saw that and wasn't sure if that was just someone posting something. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All the others make sense. I mean, Jonty Fall wore number 8 through his junior and talent league sides. He's always had the number 8. Lawler was always going to inherit the number 4. He knew that. He actually asked Tim Livingston about it at the draft night and was told wait a year, as he mentioned in his interview. So that was always on the cards. Taj Houghton in number 10, makes absolute sense given the role that we're pegging him for. If he can be 2/3 the player that Shedder was, we've got a good one. I'm really, really happy with the numbers. And Banks in 6 just makes sense as well.
The Taj Houghton one was probably actually one that I didn't expect. I was pretty confident that he was going to stay in the 24 because of the the whole Kobe Bryant mentality thing. Yeah. So it was a little bit interesting for me to see that happen. But when you sort of think about the Shane Edwards connection, it actually makes complete sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he took the number 24 with Kobe Bryant, given that was the options that he had. Obviously, we don't start our draftees in high numbers. So I think once he had the choice, maybe moving into 10 was like, okay, I definitely want to make that my number. But yeah, and obviously we talked Luke Traynor in the 11. That number 11's always been a defender's number, just like the number 8's always been a forward's number. So Traynor into the 11 just made the most sense.
Joel Bowden vibes everywhere.
100%. Just like the 18 was suited for Gibcus when he got it. The 11 for Luke Traynor absolutely makes sense.
And what about Banks for 6? Were you happy with that one?
The number 6 hasn't been great. History-wise, it's been a bit of a cursed number, but if Banks is happy with it, all power to him. And I definitely think after the season that he's had, he definitely deserved the number upgrade. Hopefully he can overturn what's been a bit of a rough go with the number 6.
The one that I was kind of waiting to see happen, but I'm glad it didn't, was Seth Campbell. I'm glad he kept the 44. I don't know why. I'm just glad he kept the 44. But the Tash Houghton one's actually thrown a spanner in the works in my household because we had just recently put the 24 on Liam's jumper. It actually is a 24 and a 44, so he's actually got both. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we'll start about the draft stuff. Before we get stuck into the draft stuff, please, I encourage everybody, make sure you like the stream. We've got 200 plus people in the house. Let's try and get at least 150 likes and get this episode out there. For those who have a keen eye for detail, you might have noticed something in the bottom right corner of your screen. So It's exciting to announce that Aussie Home Loans in Ringwood, or Aussie Ringwood as they're known, are coming on board as a sponsor for next year. They're the ones who are going to be sponsoring the Monday night show, which is awesome. But tonight's draft show is also backed by Liam at Aussie Home Loans in Ringwood. They wanted to get involved a little bit earlier with the draft nights. With the draft night happening, Riley wants to get amongst the action. The draft hasn't started yet, mate. We haven't got Roby yet. I'm sorry. We haven't got Roby yet.
That'll be you. That'll be you.
That's all of us if we don't get Roby.
That'll be you tomorrow night if we don't get Sam Allen.
Oh, no, it will be. It will be. But Aussie Ringwood wanted to get involved and sponsor the draft show as well, which is awesome. And they have kindly donated $200 in KO vouchers for the winner of the competition that we've got running at the moment. So make sure you enter that before the draft starts. We'll be closing off any minute now to try and guess who we're going to pick for our first two players on the Google form. But Liam and the guys at Aussie Ringwood, they're actually mad Richmond Nuffy fans like the rest of us. And they've been watching the show since its inception. So they actually saw when we were a little bit looser and wilder, Grock, believe it or not. We've come a long way since then. But Aussie Ringwood have been helping people with finance for over 10 years. And just the reason why I thought it was appealing for our audience is a lot of us are going through home loans. We've got rate health checks. There's buying, selling, upgrading your house, unlocking equity, do all that kind of stuff. And the best thing is that Liam and the help that he provides and Aussie Ringwood provide is it doesn't actually cost you anything. So that's why I thought it was a nice little partnership, because no one's out of pocket for using their expertise. They guide you and point you in the right direction. And you can help from anyone, anywhere in Australia. You don't have to be in Ringwood. You can be in Queensland. You can do it via Teams. I'm working with him with stuff for moving our house just on Teams, so it works well. So if you are in the position where you do want to do anything with your home loan or anything like that, home loan equity, refinancing to save yourself some money, the QR code's in the corner. There's a link to Liam's page in the description as well. Give him a buzz. He's a Tiger man. Make sure you tell him the Tiger Car sent you. And you can talk shit about Richmond non-stop and then get your home stuff done as well. So massive thank you to Aussie Ringwood for jumping on board. It's honestly a little bit mind-blowing that someone sort of deemed us worthy enough, Grock, to attach their name to us. And couldn't thank them enough for doing that. And we are happy to have them on for some support. So make sure you get around them as well, folks, and show them some love the other way. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Massive thank you to Liam and everyone at Aussie Ringwood. And the fact that they're wanting to jump on board, after the dark days and some of the cultured moments that we've had on the podcast and the memories, shows that they're massive fans. So massive thank you to them. And as kind of said, Brookvale Union next. Yeah, no,
our phones are always open, Brookvale Union. If you do want to jump on board, Grock did move to a new room. He has relocated for the draft night. He didn't want to be sat in a doorway for the night. But no, I appreciate you.
No, I'm in my lounge room. I've got the house to myself at the moment. I had some stuff come up literally about 2 hours ago, and I was unsure whether I was going to make it. But no, I made it, and I've got the house to myself for the next few days. So yeah, I can actually sit in the lounge room and have it on the big TV, and not cramped in a little corner of my office that's being used as storage. So it's good.
Yeah, no, good to have you sitting down, and obviously all the best with what had happened. Bev, Tony, thank you for dropping by from Pommy Stream. Jasper, thank you for Jill, much appreciated. We do have our other guest in the house, EJ. I've just seen sit down. EJ, how are you, mate? Welcome.
Yeah, I'm good. I just was getting myself organised. I was going out and in and out and in. I was getting myself a couple of refreshments. Lovely subby holder.
Oh,
and
yes, very good.
Without the fake background, when I lift up a drink, you can actually see the drink. It doesn't just shimmer away.
It doesn't just phase out of the picture.
Yeah.
So I think we've got the draft kicking off at like 7:30. I reckon the first pick will be announced roughly.
Yeah, it's usually 7:30.
Mark, I'm wearing a hoodie. It's hot, but I am wearing a hoodie. So we've got the draft coming up shortly. Dale, thank you so much for $4.49. Much appreciated.
Sorry, what are we donating for?
Oh, Dale just donated to the stream, $4.49.
Okay.
Special
Well,
sticker.
how good's that?
Yeah, people are getting around the stream. Everyone's getting amongst it. And we just announced before the Aussie Ringwood jumping on board as the sponsor, and they're sponsoring this particular night as well. With the $200 KO voucher for anyone who can guess our correct picks. So that's also
Aussie Ringwood.
Aussie Ringwood, get around them.
They will save us, but nothing they can do can save North Melbourne after trading away a first-round pick. Thank you very much, North.
Is there any redemption for North Melbourne if they can get back into the first round?
No.
Like nothing's going to save them for the fact they gave us pick 4 for a pick that they'd originally traded out in 2023 for Whitlock. That was their original pick that we traded them back. That will never, ever not be funny to me.
It
was 5 minutes of... It was as much shock as it was funny. It was like... Yeah.
But if they get back to 11, though... See, I actually think that North Melbourne could be onto a winner on night 2 because of their picks in the second round. I actually think they might get quite a few people piling in to try and get those picks in night 2.
Let's see if they've learned their lesson.
If they get pick 11, if I was Blair, I'd be like, hey, will you do pick 4 for pick 11 in your future first next year? Take it and run.
There's plenty of ways they could stuff it up. Oh, Kano's jumped in with a 20. Thank you, Kano. Much appreciated, mate. You're absolutely superstar. Everyone's getting around the bloody draft show. Look at this. CB will be here a little bit later, I believe. CB will be here a bit later. Now, talking about our particular draft hand ourselves, it's a really odd situation that we are half an hour or less away from the draft and no one knows what we're doing. Even as early as midday today, people from deep within opposition clubs that I had heard make comment about this through different contacts still have no idea what we're doing. What do you think we're doing, Grock? We'll go around the room. And what do people in chat think we're doing?
Well, it's funny because not even Cal Toomey, who usually is really spot on with his top 10, has no idea. And he's even admitted Richmond is the hardest that he's ever had to really pick in the top 5. So it's going to be interesting. I think we've got the keys to the draft and how it plays out from the first 10 or so picks. I'm hoping that we go Roby. I think he just fits exactly what we're needing and what we want. The second one, I think we go Cumming. The male has been there and really strong the last week. And I just think having a player who is really, really good, can hit the scoreboard, is a really strong mark overhead, similar to an Isaac Heaney type that can go through the middle. I just think that adds another dimension with what we're trying to work towards with ball winners who can go forward as well. Given the way our forward line's structured, the more that we can get help from the midfielders getting forward, I think it's going to hold us in good stead. So I do think we go Roby and Cumming.
It's a beautiful 1-2 punch, and that's my ideal pairing too. I know in my mock draft, I did put down the South Australian pair, just because we've got such strong links in that part of the world. But yeah, if you just imagine a half forward line of Roby, Cumming, rotating to midfield with Lawler, Houghton, Smiley, it presents a pretty strong and compelling argument. I guess the argument for Roby is the body of work. How long has he been known for? You could sort of, I don't know, EJ, if you watched Rygeishan on Gettable the other day, but there was distinctively different answers in the way he was speaking about certain players. And you can sort of tell that maybe they haven't known as much about Roby for as long, whereas they have tracked someone like Sam Cummings since under 16s. Not sure about Xavier Taylor, but his eyes lit up when he spoke about him. So, and I know you've recently sort of dug into the draft stuff. So as a fresh set of eyes, what do you make of our situation?
Oh, well, as Grock said, I think, the keys, we'll have the keys to the draft. We all know who's going number 1. We know there's going to be, our pick probably won't be till pick 7 with the expected bids from what I've seen from multiple different people, from multiple different sort of things. They've all got about 4 bids happening in the first sort of 6 picks, 2 from us and 2 from West Coast. I know, I understand completely what you guys are saying, and I come at this, as you say, a fresh set of eyes is a nice way to say I haven't done as much work as you guys. But the other name that is floated for us, Xavier Taylor, really makes me pop. I watched a lot of his work.
In a good way?
Yeah, in a really good way. And when you look at our list and where we're getting old, it's Broad and Vlosten. We know Broad, this is his last year. Vlosten's probably got another 2, 3. We know we've got Trainer going back, but I think that Xavier Taylor, as that intercept sort of type, has a real... It plugs a future hole perfectly. So I'm cool with if we go one way. I'm also very, very cool. And in my draft, I picked Taylor, Roby and Taylor. And I think that was as much me wanting Taylor as it is anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a strong statement, but as good of a player that Taylor is, I'd be slightly disappointed if we do take him. I mean,
Okay.
I know he's a Richmond fan. He's a Tiger tragic and a nuffy, but I just think with the list makeup that we have now, I don't necessarily see the need for another intercept type third tall player. Given we've got, we've got Brown, we've got Trainer, we've got Gibcus, we've got Trezise also on the list, who's borderline not getting a game either. I just think we're stacked, and I feel there are other list needs that we're lacking in more than what Taylor gives us.
Shout out to Paul for the $7.99. Thank you, mate. We love having everyone supporting and jumping on board. My only point with Xavier Taylor is I'm trying to not get caught up looking at him as a defender, because I think there's a lot of scope for him to play other roles. I could quite easily see him playing on a wing. I think his athletic profile is quite good. And I think he showed a bit more of that later in the year with some good break line speed through the back half of the ground. So I can see him playing in a slightly different spot, and I don't think it's too much of a region. And I guess my other question about him as well is maybe as a team, maybe there's not someone like that in the next 2 drafts where it's kind of our last chance to fill the spot we want to fill now. Otherwise, we're not going to get the same type of player. So I think next year, from what someone had said to me, there's not really many intercepting key backs in the draft. But I think Xavier Taylor's more than an intercepting defender. I think you could kind of pencil him in for something a lot larger than that. But the first pick, though, I've seen a lot of questions about this in chat. What way do you do it? Because do you pick the player that you just want first, whether that be Cumming or Taylor, and then leave Roby on the hook and then hope that the deal comes? And if so, do you see anyone coming for deals? As we shout out Rod as well. Thank you, Rod, for the $20. Much appreciated. No, we appreciate the Tiger Love. 270 people in the house. Make sure we hit like and get around the stream as well, folks. But yeah, if we leave Roby to the second pick 4, whatever it turns into, do you think we're going to get some big offers come through from Essendon and or Melbourne? And if so, what do you deem an acceptable offer to take for that pick?
I would definitely go Cumming first. The Roby one is interesting because it depends on who West Coast take it to. If West Coast do take CDT like everyone expects, then you'd take Cumming at 3 and you'd dangle Roby at 4. Whereas if they take Roby, for example, where there've been whispers about them potentially looking at it, then you dangle the CDT carrot to Essendon and also Melbourne. But yeah, I would definitely look for trades, and I'd probably go more for the Demons. I think they'd be more likely to give up a lot more for the pick than what Essendon will. Essendon are pretty set on wanting to take those 2 potentially and get Lockie Doverston. They've been linked to. I think Melbourne would be more likely to give up more for the pick than what Essendon would.
What if I was to float out there, EJ, that later this afternoon I had also heard that we have got some interest in Lockie Doverston as well? So the names that was thrown to me, if we were to skip the pick split, the 2 names that were thrown at me were Lockie Doverston and Jacob Farrow. but it's going to depend on where that pick falls.
Yeah, well, they're going to be at about the same sort of area, aren't they?
Yes.
They're going to be in that sort of 9 to 15 range somewhere. So we're going to be wanting to get one of those pick in that area back. What, as you say, what do you deem acceptable?
Look, I think I know that everybody wants to get a future first rounder. I would too. I just don't see it happening. If they do, our reactions are going to be very similar to the reactions to the North trade of last year, because we get a really awesome death ride. But I think I'd be happy with 3 picks in the first round. I think is still a good result. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at. If we assume that Essendon get 9 from Carlton in a trade there, which seems like it's going to happen, I'd be happy to give them one of our picks for 5 and 9. But I also understand that that's massive overs for Essendon to pay. But if they want that, unfortunately, that's what you have to do, and that's the price you have to pay if you're desperate enough to get up to a player that you think someone else is going to take.
Yeah. I mean, I think I wouldn't be against even offering up like pick 38 in part of the deal in the draft. Now, if we take 3 top 10 picks, for example, if we give up pick 4 to Melbourne for their 2 first rounders and we give them 38 back, which could be, 35, 36 by that point after academies and picks have been traded out, I think we'd probably do that and run. Like, if that lends us to get someone like Cummings, Xavier Taylor at the pick, and Lockie Doverston or Sam Grill or whatever, you'd take that any day of the week.
So pick 38 is an interesting one that you mentioned, because a few people have put that in chat as well. How do you feel about doing that, EJ? Because I suppose there's going to be some sliders and some good plays at 38. I guess there's always the chance you could trade back in to that area if we wanted to using futures. However, it would feel unlikely because I feel we're going to need the points for what we need to do next year as well. But if throwing in 38, because Essendon may need that back to help match some of their academy bids this year, got the job done to get 3 picks, in the first round, and you could land a Cumming, a Taylor, and a Farrow or a Doverston, I think you have to really strongly consider it, don't you?
You do. I'd happily give up pick 4. I'm not sure I want to give up pick 3. So,
I agree. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think
we need to have that pick of who we want.
This
right?
certainty.
Yes, because say that the suggestion there was 3, 4, 38 for 5, 6, and 9, right? 3 and 4, bang, bang, 2 of our targets are gone. One of them were our key. Then where are we? It's a total rejig of what we're at. So I would happily trade 4 for 6 and
Whatever.
9 or 5, and they can trade out and get 5 and 11 or something like that. They can do their own manoeuvring to make it happen, but I'm not giving up 3.
Yep. I think that's wise, and I think a lot of the Phantoms drafts that we've seen sort of suggest that the pick 3 will be the pick we want to take, and then it's the carrot of the one after.
Yeah.
But I think, what does everyone else in chat think? Do you think that as a club that we would still be comfortable enough to take Roby if Essendon don't blink and don't make the phone call, Melbourne don't blink and don't make the phone call? Are we still happy and comfortable enough to read out Roby's name? I still think it's an excellent pairing. I understand there's not as much known about him, I suppose. But I kind of hope that we stick to our guns, even if they don't make the call, provided that we think he's still the player that will fit well at the club.
Yeah. I'm at the point where if the option does come where we do trade pick 4 for, another 2 first rounders, whether they be Essendon's or Melbourne's, I'd much rather go Cumming at 3 and then get one of Xavier Taylor, Jacob Farrow, or Lockie Doverston, Sam Grill, whoever might be there at the other 2 picks, than just go Cumming and Roby and be done in the first round. I think having 2 or 3 quality players as opposed to 2 benefits us a lot more.
Can I just go back to Xavier Taylor for a minute and ask a question? A question, right? He's a medium-sized at this stage, intercept defender, we say he's got athletic traits and he can play elsewhere, right? Do you think, and he's agreed he's a quality player, right? He's high on everyone's boards, right? We see a lot of midfielders all the time. Do you think that the fact that that's a less available pick, a less available positional pick than, like, if you can pick a midfielder, you can pick from a lot of midfielders, and there's normally, 5 or 6 quality mids in a draft, like real quality mids, and then there's not always a great amount of medium intercept defenders. There's not a great amount of high quality key forwards. There's not a great amount of, rucks, etc.
Good point.
Mids are the most common. So does that sway our thinking?
It probably does. My only counter with that is the two that we've been linked to are genuine attacking, goal-kicking mids, which generally tend to go higher in the draft, and they're the ones that we lack. You can find the accumulators and the slower sort of ball winners later in the draft, but someone like Jacob Farrow and Sullivan Roby, who has been likened to Jordan Dugowie, I think you pull the trigger when they're there. I think they're genuine game winners. Xavier Taylor will be a very, very good player, but he may not be the type that consistently might win you a game as opposed to someone like Roby.
I tend to agree with you, EJ. Like, if you look forward to next year's draft, there'll be equally as good a midfielders, and we're going to finish in the bottom 4 again, most likely. I think it would be quite extraordinary if we didn't. So we're going to have access again to another high-quality player. I guess the only caveat to that is that we may need to use our pick to get someone like Tanner Armstrong in. There's the 2 father sons as well, but there's still trades and plenty of other stuff that can happen in the meantime to sort of counteract that. But my gut feel is that we don't think there's another player like Xavier Taylor for 2 years, and that's why we want to take him. But I don't think it's too much of a reach, though, but it's going to divide people for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I was sitting there with 4 names and saying I have to pick 2 out of the 4. The speed of Grill, what Taylor offers, and then Roby and Cumming. And I'm sitting there trying to make the best hand out of that. The one thing I'll say about next year, it's the start of the compromise drafts, yeah?
2027.
Yep.
So 26 is a normal draft next year?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, the only thing to compromise with next year is the top 2 players perceived top 2 players at the moment, Cody Walker and Dougie Cochran, are both father-son. Well, one's father-son tied. Obviously, we've got NGA rights as well, which won't happen. And Dougie Cochran just got aligned to Port Adelaide's NGA. So the top 2 players are most likely off the table. But bidding is a lot harder next year as well. So you'll need 2 picks only to match bids. And say if we bid on Walker or Dougie Cochran at pick 1, then Port or Carlton are going to need pick 2 and pick 12 to be able to match it. So it is a lot more difficult. So an increased chance of some slipping through, but they are both, as it sits right now, tied up.
Cool. There you go.
But there's some other really good players, though.
So with Tasmania coming in 2028?
Yeah.
I thought they'd have 26 and 27. Didn't that happen with GWS or the Suns, where GWS they picked and stockpiled a few, and they played VFL the next year?
Yeah. So with Tassie, they've got the draft concessions, but they're also going to have the draft picks that they can trade for the mini draft, the 17-year-olds, similar to what Gold Coast had with Jesse Hogan and Jack Martin. They've got that, but they also have draft picks that they have to trade out, Tassie. So the draft won't be as compromised as it was when GWS's first one, where they had 15 of the first 21 or 22 picks or whatever it was. It won't be to that extent.
Okay.
Yes, there's a lot to play out. It's going to be interesting. And then there's the pick 38 as well, that there's going to be some players available at that mark. There's been some speculation about Filippo being there, Hibbins Hargraves, the list goes on. But night 2 could be as interesting as night 1, which would be interesting. But it looks like they're getting ready to kick off. I know I can see Shifter Sheehan speaking, but I can see someone else in the backdrop here. CB,
Hey.
hello, mate, welcome.
Hi, everybody. How are we?
Going well, thanks, mate. Yourself?
Good. You're going to have to excuse me, I'm going to be a bit rude tonight, but I've literally just got back from football training, so I'm eating dinner.
Oh, okay, fair enough. No, that's all good.
So-
That's all good.
Well, it actually makes a nice change, mate. Normally, when you're rude, you don't say "excuse me" first, but you've excused yourself, so feel free.
Hey, AJ, thank you for your attention in this matter.
Subscribing to the "it's better to ask forgiveness than permission" routine, CB.
Correct.
Yeah,
So, everybody
okay.
good?
Yeah, everybody very good. Everybody very good.
Should I?
We're flying.
Has
EJ,
North done
did you
something
want me?
stupid?
Not yet.
No,
Is
not
the
yet.
first pick being read out? Is this what's happening, or is this a
No,
welcome?
this is just the introduction, the usual
Okay.
waffle.
Do we get an address? Do we get an address first from the
Dylan?
boss? Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that
Surely
now.
You'll do something. EJ, do you want me to bring up the mock drafts and we can sort of fill everyone in on what might be happening? Just quickly.
Sorry.
Do you want me to bring up the spreadsheet with the mocks so we can fill everyone in with what might be happening quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So let me find my right screen. So as we did last year, we do have some mock drafts to follow along with. We're going to tick them off as we go. There is also a competition within the competition that Grock doesn't actually know about until this very second. There's actually a Grock off happening. So we've got Grock, the man himself, with his mock draft, and then we've got Grock AI, who's put out a mock draft as well. A battle of the Grocks to see who's going to earn their place on the show for next year is how we wanted to pitch
We're
it.
either going to have Grock. We're either going to have Grock or Elon Musk.
Yeah, and we did have a camera out the front earlier, and things were getting a little bit nasty to see that Elon and Grock going head to head there.
Oh,
very good, EJ. Very good. Well done.
So I did my mock late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. I'd completely forgotten about it. I was pissed at the time. I'd just come back from my cousin's wedding. I was drunk when I did mine, and I see Michael's has actually used the AI of the photo of me from the wedding with my suit. And everything.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
That was me.
Okay, fair play.
You scrubbed up very well, Grock. I have mastered.
Pick one is in, folks.
Pick is in. I'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait. Yeah, we'll explain the why, Grock.
No worries.
Oh, actually, we don't need to wait. We know who's getting picked here.
Yeah.
So the Grock, Elon Musk Grock AI now has the ability with a thing called Imagine, where you can make 6-second videos, and if you give it verbal prompts, it does okay. But if I go into Paint and actually make up a picture and then import that picture into Grock, I get some really good results. Hence, I actually had our Grock, real Grock, fighting Elon Musk on a football field. It's actually amazing.
Oh,
have you got
saying
the
the
one?
pick's in. I'm on 4 minutes 10 seconds. Pick is in is literally just flashed up on my screen now. Pick is in is just. I'm not sure how far ahead of anyone else is.
Hang on. What do you mean? What pick is in?
Pick one. It's just flashed up on my screen, but apparently it was done about a minute ago, and we're just super delayed.
I've got Grock. It's announced it, and then it's just come up with a trade little symbol.
So Grock, what happened was I got fooling around with Grock AI a few weeks ago, and then I got EJ onto it, and then we put our minds together, and then we come up with this concept of Grock versus Grock. So we've had this up our sleeve for about a week.
Nice.
There you go. William Dersma officially pick number one. The AFL up seems to be miles ahead of what Foxtel is, but William Dersma officially.
I'm on afl.com.au, and the countdown there at the moment is 3:25, 24, 23 on the AFL app.
So I've got it on the TV through actual Foxtel, and it's got 250 left for pick two.
Your Grock is you can make some really brave calls here, and everyone will think that you're all over it. The reality is you're just 5 seconds ahead of the rest of us.
That's annoying about not being able to sync everything up. So everything's a bit ahead. So I've got 4 minutes 18 left on pick 2. But well done to William Dersma for being pick 1. It was sort of universally touted for quite some time. And it didn't change. I mean, I know there was points in time where CDT was in the mix. Who else would be in the mix? Probably mainly CDT. Sharp was probably in the mix early days as well. But William Dersma, I think with these performances in the back half of the year showing a bit more versatility, sort of cemented himself as pick number 1. So we've got 3 minutes 46 left on the clock, well, on my clock anyway. Trade is in. Not sure what the trade is. This will be interesting.
Gold Coast. Trade recap.
It'll be the match bid for Zeke Euland.
Yeah.
And because the trade doesn't have to be from the picking team, does it? Like it can be other trades that pop up, can't it? From memory.
Yeah.
This is where things will get interesting with the trade stuff and who's gonna blink.
So it's Gold Coast and I think Bulldogs and Essendon and Carlton have just done a trade too.
Okay, so they were just getting. So the Essendon and Carlton one would have been the one that Toomey floated, the pick 9 one, and the Gold Coast Suns, I guess, are getting a few more picks in for their myriad of bloody academy players that are coming through.
Also, can I just say how nice it was that West Coast didn't shoot the shit and just immediately pulled the trigger on Dersma instead of waiting the full 5 minutes to take the pick.
Yeah, that's always pissed me off, teams doing that. There's no need to wait that long.
Especially at pick 1. When you got pick 1, you know exactly who you're taking.
I'm not sure if there is a way to sync up with him, James Racing, because I don't know how. I mean, I can't get mine to speed up. It would be, I suppose, it would be on the basis that everyone would have to pause and then unpause. So I've got 2:15 left on the clock for the next pick.
55.
Surely we see some bids come through.
Yep. When the next clock comes up, I'll pause it and then I'll sync up that way.
All right. So Brock's going to pause to let us catch up. So I've got 156. Oh, yeah, the trade recap just come through. But this is where we should start to see a few bids come through. You would expect to see a Zeke Euland bid, probably one of the first ones off the rank.
Yeah. Worst kept secret. Another trade in. Actually, I'll pause it when the trade recap comes in for the next trade.
So I'm on the AFL because I'm not watching Fox. So anyway,
what have you got on the clock?
I don't have a clock at the moment. I've got bid pending for next to number 2.
So I've got a minute 23.
I've got Cal Toomey's receding hairline. Trade is in.
Trade recap. I say 27, 21, 30 for 9 and 43. Yeah, okay. So they did go pretty much all their picks. That's interesting for Essendon and Carlton. Minute left on the clock I've got. Surely the bid won't be anyone else other than Zeke Euland. You would think it's...
Worst kept secret.
What's going to be... Well, or maybe they do the Dean bid. Pick is in. Who is this shifter guy? Shifter with the Trump hair. He's the, what do they call him? The doyen of the draft. Bid pending is just flashed up on my screen. This is the problem. They're all going to take 5 minutes to do all their bits and pieces. Bid for Callaway, pick 2, Greystoke.
Okay, so on Callaway, we're just going to let him run through and not take him.
Well, he might make it to the rookie draft. I mean, there's an element of risk, but if a bid comes for Callaway after, like in the 40s or whatever, we can either just match with our next pick and go into some deficit, or they might bring another pick in. There's a few ways they can do it. It's more if the bid comes earlier for him, which seems unlikely.
Yeah, so I've got. Has everyone got pick number 2? Because my pick number 2's coming.
Yeah, I've just paused mine at 4 minutes 34 with pick 3.
Okay, I'll pause.
So mine still says bid pending, but everyone's letting me know that Zeke Euland...
What did you say, 434, Grock?
Yep, you gave thumbs up.
Cool. I'm
So-
on pause.
Mine's just said pick is in. So I think I might be the last one out of everybody. So I'll let you know when I get up to when it says pick 3.
The question is, how's Tiggs going with his $9,000 computer? Is he up to date?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Mine
I
still
hear
says
Tinny.
pick 2 is in.
Who's got the
If
tinny?
you're in Tasmania, and you need some decking or some window shutters, Devil Decks, highly recommend. My brother will look after you.
So
It's not
I've got
lemon
Dylan
lime and
announcing pick 2 right now.
Connor, it's not lemon lime and bitters. I've got the no sugar Schweppes Agrum, the grapefruit one, which is delicious.
All right, get ready to. So I've got pick 3, 56, 455, 454, 453, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33,
Cool,
32. All right, so we're lined up. We're lined up.
Oh, I unpaused the AFL site and it went straight back to live.
Oh,
Yeah,
did it?
it can be dodgy like that.
So pick 3. Mine says, 416 left. That's not how you spell Yuland.
I did the Michaels didn't see my mock draft on Saturday. Well, he did. He hearted it, but he forgot that I sent it through, and he asked me for it again last night. So I sent
I'm
it
good
through.
at doing
But I
that.
was honest, and I could have changed it as according to Cal Toomey's and cheated, but I kept it honest.
Well, you've already beaten Grock AI, so
Yeah, you're ahead of
looks
him.
like we might get Grock next year. I can do better than that, Grock. I did my mock draft last night, and I thought that I sent it to Michael's in PM on Big Footy, but I just sent it to myself. and he's and I sent him a text this morning because I didn't get any sort of feedback saying, "Yeah, no worries, thanks." I said, "Yeah, you got it," He goes, "No." I said, "It's in your PMs," and then I screenshot it and I sent it through, and then I went into Big Footy and had a look, and I just sent it to myself.
So to talk about the bidding quickly, you're on mute, Mick. So the reason why is, so I guess West Coast and any club in the top part who are bidding on players, you only bid on a player, I guess, if you are comfortable enough to take them at that pick. So in an open draft environment, Yulin's a top 5 pick, right? So by bidding, it means that Gold Coast have to use their picks that they've acquired to match and pay for that player. So just kind of, you want to make sure clubs have to pay top dollar and not get them for free because, the Suns are already a very strong side. So you want to make them pay. And the beauty of this, the bidding earlier from a selfish perspective, we have pick 38 in the draft currently. But by all of these players being bid on and them having to use their picks in the 20s and the early 30s, it's actually going to bring our pick 38 into about a pick 32, 33 when it's all said and done. So we'll end up getting better access to better players. So that's why the bidding's important. It's a bit of a weird part of the game, but everyone seems to be loving the bidding that's happening. So I can see pick 3 bid pending. You would assume that this is going to be for Harry Dean, gents, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and if I didn't have such integrity, I would have changed it and had Harry Dean here at 3. I think that from sort of Monday morning, it was all but confirmed that West Coast were going to do the double bid with their second pick.
Yeah, I'll admit that I did mine late last night, like at 10 o'clock last night, and I had 3 different mock drafts open and sort of, then I mucked around a little bit with, raising a few people up, looking at teams' needs, and ended up with a different sort of a draft. But, my top is very similar to others because, for that reason, because it seemed like it had solidified a lot in the last 24 hours.
Also,
Melanie, this is a great question. Why don't they tell us who the bid was for? It's an excellent question. It would be extraordinarily helpful instead of us all guessing who the bid was for, or until waiting until after the bid was matched.
Is it just me though? But does Zeke Yulen give off young Matthew Lloyd vibes just with the facial structure and everything? He looks like a blonde young Matty Lloyd.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see where you're coming from.
Is his mouth open?
Yeah.
There you go. So our pick 38's already down to pick 36. Giddy up. Giddy up.
Here we go.
So Dean matched.
Yeah.
Mine's still saying pending, but
Yeah.
folks in chat are saying that pick.
Trade
And
recap.
I reckon that that Dean bid, I think, has happened late in the piece too. Like, I don't think Dean being bidded on at this pick was ever touted to happen this highly, was it? It was kind of always at the maybe 8 to 12 mark, and then very recently it's like West Coast. Like, no, hang on, we can actually bid really high and just stuff them.
Well, maybe Clark spoke to Richmond and said, "We'll bid on Ewan and Dean if you bid on Annabelle and Patterson, and let's stuff them all up."
I think
that's not that far fetched.
I think the plan was, unless Carlton trade, they would have had to have gone into deficit for Cody Walker next year. And with the bidding rules changing and how the points values and everything next year change again, I think there was hopes that maybe Carlton wouldn't be able to match. So I think that's why it came in so quickly over the last week. But he's sort of been a bit of a bolter. They talk about Roby, but 3 months ago, Harry Dean was projected, a mid-second round pick, and then each month he's slowly gone up 5-10 positions to now where he's a top 3 pick, which is insane.
He's one of the best key defenders in the draft. Look, Carlton were never going to not match, but they did have to pull some strings on trades to make it happen, because to the deficit point for next year, they cannot afford to go into deficit next year in the first round with Cody Walker on the cards. As you can see, the crowd going wild for what I'm guessing is Harry Dean, pick 3 to the Blues. So I've got West Coast back on the clock, 4:55.
You get the crowd going wild. I get Riley Beveridge.
Well, all I've got, I'm not watching. I've just got actually the draft tracker. So the names just popping up. That's all I've got. I've got no commentary coming on because I just want to hear your dulcet tones, gentlemen. Your lovely dulcet tones.
Riley Beveridge with a tasty Bev EJ.
Oh, yeah. Riley Beveridge. Yeah. And the magnificent Nat Edwards as well. She's bloody quality. She's really good at what she does. So they've got the 3, they've got the A team in. Okay. While we're waiting for this to go down, did anyone see the AFL gettable draft song for this year?
No, what was it?
Oh, they did an Oasis song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bit of a parody.
Oh, I've got it. It was equal parts fantastic and painful.
Hoops wants to know. I've lost the comment. Here it is. Who do you boys want the Tigers to pick? If, assuming that we don't play funny bugs, we won't worry about bids or anything. But we'll go through. Who do you want us to pick, Grock, with our 2 picks?
Who I want and who we will take are probably 2 different things. I think Roby and Grill are who I want, but I reckon we're going to go Cumming and Roby.
EJ, I can do both. Who do you think and who do you want?
I think Cumming and Roby. I want Roby and Taylor.
CB, who do you think and who do you want?
Roby at 4, best available pick at 3. I'll just back Blair in, but just so long as we get Roby at 4, I'm backing the club in to get the best pick possible for 3.
I want Cumming and Roby. I think we'll go Xavier Taylor at 3. I think 4 will get traded, but I don't want to play that game because it's too hard to predict. If I was to say, I think if we were to pick, it'll be Xavier Taylor at 3. Maybe it is Roby at 4 if they don't trade it.
The Oasis song was "Don't look past a bolter. I hear you say, don't look back in anger."
Yeah. It's topical, I guess, isn't it? So I've got 2 minutes 8 on the clock.
I've put it in the Twitter chat. You can bring it up if you want to. But Cal's even got the Oasis bucket hat. Riley Beveridge is wearing the parka with the hood on. It's actually pretty funny.
Jesus. All right. So West Coast have taken a pick, have they? No bid. Pick 4 is in. People are telling me I've still got a minute
Here it is.
43.
It's more than likely CDT, but if it
Feel that's
isn't,
where it's going.
if it isn't, I reckon it'll be Dyson Sharp.
I agree.
Yep.
This is where we find out what's going on. This is where the shit hits the fan. Let's go.
Yeah, this is where the dominoes will start to fall, folks. Yeah, I know, Brady. Being a minute 30 behind is far from ideal, but it's one of those things when you use different streaming platforms. There's probably a YouTube delay as well. Yeah, it's all happening. So before the pick comes in, if I'm quick enough, if CDT is not taken, do we take him?
I wouldn't be against it. As I said, I think with the new ruck rules and the fact he's growing another 2-3 centimeters really helps. And the partnership with him and Sims in 10 years' time, in 5-6 years' time, will be pretty solid. It's just whether or not we want to, if we think that other areas are a bigger need.
EJ, would you take CDT if the West Coast Eagles don't?
Yes. I've had this discussion with CB a bit. The new ruck rules don't help Nag. The end is closer than the beginning. Like it's actually going to speed up his end. So normally, as you know, I don't like overpaying for the big boys. But I think with the rule change, with certain types of players, it works.
It's too hard not to.
We've missed.
Who did they take?
West Coast.
Well, we didn't miss because it was likely that was going to happen.
No, but I'm just saying it would have been nice. But yeah, CDT's gone to the Eagles.
Look, it's a good pick. And I always felt bad not knowing how he'd fit in with Richmond. I know now it doesn't matter. It's done. But
right.
he's going to be a good pick for them. So now we're on the clock. So let's see if Bidman comes into play. Surely, the hot tip is we're going to bid on Patterson. We're going to bid on Annabelle. Anyone else? Was that the only bids we'll probably do?
Yeah, I think they're the two that we'll do.
Yeah,
I reckon we take a pick and then we'll do bids.
Oh, you reckon we'll pick first?
I reckon we bid.
I think we bid to try and bring in our pick 38 as much as we can.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I think teams are starting to realise with next year the points getting even tighter that it's no more Mr. Nice Guy here. You've got to look after yourself. There's been a lot of if we give you this, you won't bid here, and there's been a lot of people looking after each other. I think with the oncoming drafts, which are going to be compromised, we've got to maximise this. I hope we bid.
I just want to say, AI Grock versus Grock. There's only a difference of one so far. It's a tight race. Anything can happen here. I've only just seen Richmond hit the clock now. My goodness.
Patterson, Annabelle, we have to bid now. Especially Patterson, well, both of them, because they've both got picks before the 38. I think we have to make sure that we can bring that 38 in as much as we can. I would be shocked if we didn't.
Someone put up it was in 34 already.
There you go. So we're in at 34 already, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So that's quite a lot. Could it get higher than 30? Surely not.
I think if everything went the way that it was expected, I think it becomes 31. I think it was pick 31 that it becomes.
So then if we were to sort of backpedal a little bit back to the point in time when we're talking about the Tyler Young trade, people were a little bit, I suppose some were happy with 38, some weren't happy. If you're getting 31 for Tyler Young, I think that's a pretty good net result.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pick is in apparently. Or we bid. I'm seeing a lot of we bids. I've got 3 minutes 52. How long until we bidded? Was it not long before that?
Bid, you ripper.
Bid mend.
Hello, Bidman.
It's got to be.
Antonio loves the bid pending.
It's got to be on Patterson.
Very good.
Just imagine if they don't match, though. It's never going to happen, but
What do you reckon?
I've got
Dylan
the-
Patterson's got to be the bid.
I've got the urge to be working on some sneaky AI in the background as we speak.
Wonder if they don't match. Could you imagine if they didn't match the Patterson bid?
No, I cannot imagine. I cannot. They are 100%. They are 100%.
Can we dream temporarily?
and to be clear, it's Patterson, not Pattison. We've
Patterson.
learned our lesson. Yeah.
all right, language Nazi. Just you worry about AI, all right?
We've learned our lesson with first round Pattersons.
Yeah, well,
well.
look, it did go unnoticed when it came out. What's the name of the number 1 draft pick?
Willem Dersma.
Yeah. Not well done on saying Willem now, Michaels.
Yeah, you said
What?
William.
You said William.
Nah, bullshit. No, I didn't.
You,
When?
100% you did. And I was going to say, we've had 8 years of people calling Shay Shy, and you've gone William Dersma straight up.
Hey,
At least it wasn't
Michael
Rechko.
also
What a
came-
night that was, EJ.
Oh, jeez. Thank you for backing me up, Grock. Appreciate it.
Michael's also
Jeez.
rolled out the Layla a couple of days ago as well.
I
during
did.
the-
I caught myself straight away, to be fair, but I did. I did say it.
Have we discussed the
yeah.
numbers? Have we actually discussed
Jones
the number
Racing.
changes?
I have a poster. I couldn't fit too many media files on here, but I'm going to try and remember to upload some as I go.
Did we talk about the number changes before the show started? Like before we started
Michael's
the
and I
draft?
did.
Yeah, we did. Everyone happy with it while the bid's pending?
What's that?
They
Stoked.
seem natural fits.
Yeah,
The
correct.
number changes.
EJ's a
Pending,
big
no
Barry
more clock.
Rawlings fan. He was angry at Sam Lawler. I took a very hot phone call when he ditched the 22 for number 4. He said the
Really?
kid's got no respect. He's not worthy of the 4. He
I
said a lot of
did not
things.
say that. I did not say that. I would have liked another year of 22 at least. And I'd like someone. There was a video on the Richmond website last year about Houghton taking 24, and he was saying it's 24 hours in a day, and like there's so many reasons for it. And I like the number 24, and I like the number 22, and I'd like someone to take ownership of them. I love the fact that Jack Graham kept 34. Like that was grouse, and I'd love to see Armstrong keep 34.
Well, I'll say this, massive props, and someone's put it in the chat, massive props to our media department for the way they did all the videos. Like it was next level. It was really good.
It was-
how they presented it.
The video that they had where they showed all the numbers that were going to change, everyone was raging. Where's number 4? Where's number 4? Layla's at number 4. And then they did a whole separate video. Yeah.
Yeah, then about 7 o'clock.
One more thing,
Just one more thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fall Guy, I'm with you. I think that Harry might stay the 34 because of Hoggy.
Hope so.
But, I mean, he's probably not young. He's probably not old enough. I mean, I'm only barely old enough to remember him, so I'm sure that Harry wouldn't. But maybe it's been explained to him or he's learnt about it and respects it. I don't know.
When the camera turns off, Michaels, me and EJ are going to take you through the Mother's Day massacre of 91.
Yeah.
What I will say is I think the club have been really good in starting to weave the past into the lore of today. Like when you saw the announcement that Dick Clay, Roach was he was the first number on my duffel coat, Michael Roach. When you saw Dick Clay, Michael Roach, and Jack Rewalt, you went, you beauty. They've got 3 legends from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the current century paying homage to the number for the new kid. It was brilliant.
It seemed like a genuine passing of the guard, like the Dusty photo, the Jack Rewalt one. Like it almost felt symbolic. Okay, so apparently bid pending, people saying in chat the Gold Coast have matched the bid. And I'm still agreeing with you, Melanie. It is completely stupid that they don't tell us who the bid is on when it happens. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why we're waiting and playing guessing games.
So Patterson.
Oh, be careful.
Patterson.
Jesus.
has gone to Gold Coast.
There's my De Niro. That's my De Niro gif.
Also, going quickly back to a comment. Connor, if I see any Richmond draftee ask for 67 for 6'7", I'll vomit. It's the stupidest thing going around.
Wasn't that the number? Was that the number they all wore? Was 67 the number that the Indigenous wore?
Yes, that was Shane Edwards.
It might have been.
Yes.
Yes. Was it the 67th referendum or something?
Yeah,
the
something to do with that.
Yeah.
So there's only one situation where the use of that number is acceptable, Grock. But yeah, mate, my kids.
I think I've learnt my lesson not to do my mock as early as I did. Because in my mind, when I was reading back my own mock, I knew that I would have had it different now than what I did when I published that. But just got to roll with the punches. Roll with the punches.
Also, have we talked about Hawley and Asprey presenting jumpers? What do we think of that?
No.
I like it.
Outstanding.
I like it.
Love it. Yep. 100%.
Two outstanding citizens of the Richmond Football Club. Obviously, Dave back on the board. And Bash is just a superstar. So I've got 3 minutes 40 on the clock.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is you can get the flashy people, but they were the solid citizens inside.
They were the unsung heroes. Hawley maybe not so much, but Asprey.
We have bid again.
Hey, Bidman is back.
Got to be
Guess
Animal.
who's back? Back again. Bidman's back.
Bidman, Antonio loves the bids.
So okay,
that
so what's
it's happening
up to now? So what's our third selection up to now? Has it cracked 31 yet?
Does anyone in chat know? I haven't got a live tracker on me with where our pick is sitting at.
Well, CB said he was watching the live tracker, so if anyone should know, it should be CB.
No. All I've got is it right now. It's telling me that Richmond is selecting, but I'm just going by the chat that we've bid. So.
Bid, follow the script, Travis. Agree, mate. Agree. I think that Annabelle is the one that we will bid on now. It's up to 31. Wow, there we go.
Beautiful.
That I don't know. I don't know why, but I didn't think it would get that high that quickly.
Yeah. So if you open up the AFL app, if you have it, and go to the draft tracker, it actually updates and shows you where the picks sit in live time as everything happens.
I've got 2 screens going, and I ain't going to run 3.
Yeah. I'll keep my phone on it. I need to keep my phone on, so I'll keep it updated and keep an eye on it.
Tony, the late mail is that quite literally nobody in the industry knows what Richmond's doing pick-wise. I think we all knew we were going to bid and do what we're doing now, but that was kind of about it. So what happens in the next couple of picks that we actually take for ourselves feels like a complete mystery still.
Jaden Stevenson, pick 7, Richmond.
It's going to be really hard not to spoil things for different people because it's really hard to know who's at what timestamp of it all.
But can we talk?
We're at 30 now.
Yeah.
Giddy up. This is why the importance of bidding early is important.
Yeah, it is too. Yeah.
Bid early, bid often.
Speaking
so how
of,
does everyone... I'll go.
Did you guys see Mason Cox? Freo?
Yeah.
How is he still on a list?
I actually understand it.
I do too, but still, if Hippy Dippy can get to 200 games, surely Mason Cox can get, to 150. It's nuts.
So Dan Annabelle says, has the bid been matched?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's in. So I'm turning off comments because people are ahead of the game, and I don't want to know until it happens.
So if it seems like we're ignoring comments, it's because we probably want just the genuine excitement of what we do with the pick ourselves. It does seem funny though that these kids seem surprised they're being matched on their bids here. Anyway.
Pick 30 becomes interesting though.
I'm back. I've got a green. I'm back. Well, it does become interesting, doesn't it, Grock? That pick 30 for, I suppose, a lot of different reasons. I mean, there's going to be some valuable players at that pick 30.
Oh, now I'm just nervous.
All right, I apologise for ignoring chat for the next. I mean,
I've gone full screen.
4 minutes.
I've gone full screen for the next
12.
couple of minutes.
Yep, full screen to hide the comments.
Yep.
I'm gonna drag my screen over the comments. Got some gifts ready. Oh, the big O presenting the jumper. There you go. But no, I do want to say well done to Richmond and West Coast. Give them a round of applause for putting in the bids to help bring all of our picks in. It's going to be worthwhile. And it's just like that in itself, I think makes night 2 quite interesting. What do we feel? Any last minute?
It brings into a conversation. If we've got pick 30 now, is Lewis Kellaway worth pick 30?
I don't think a bid will come early. No one's going to bid at pick 30 for Lewis Kellaway. I mean that nicely, but some of the names that could be there, like if we're talking about that there could be Philippos and Hibbins Hargraves at 30, they'll be Greaves, Fred Rodriguez. They're going to be plays that are taken.
You were big on Fred Rodriguez early, weren't you?
Michaels and I were. He was my boy early, but he's just slipped off. Played
off
in
the face of the earth.
Yeah. Again, wasn't being played through the midfield. He was being played at half forward and wasn't really impacting in the state championships. And
2 minutes 54.
That really
last minute thoughts, boys. Who are we taking around the room? Who are we taking at this pick 7?
Coming.
I think we'll take Coming.
I'll go your boy, Michaels.
Roby.
No, Roby at 4. Who did you say that on? Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking Taylor too.
Oh, come on.
Next minute, Dyson Sharp.
or Jacob Farrow, yeah.
That would be left field.
And this is the thing. So what's about to happen with our pick? No one knows, like in terms of the competition. So we're about to sort of now dictate the rest of the draft with what we do with these next 2 picks, which is kind of cool. And as frustrating as it maybe has been for supporters, you've got to respect the club for keeping their cards close to their chest. It's been pretty impressive. One minute 51. So the big question for me is, do we if we do have interest in Roby, do we take him here or do we leave him to 4 and try and draw the trade? That's the big thing.
I'm going to hide the comments.
And are we taking the full 5 minutes? Is Blair just sort of sit there staring at his phone, waiting for a phone call to see if anyone?
I know who we picked. Let me know when you guys know.
Yeah. I don't know yet.
But you'd put the number in before you hit enter. You'd wait for the phone to ring.
Do they have? I wonder if they've got cameras into each other's rooms. Is he holding his phone up, shaking it at the screen, saying, "Come on, I'm waiting for your call." Pick is in. I've got on my screen.
Yep.
And they're still talking interviews.
Yeah, I know.
They're still interviewing.
Can we talk about it, Michaels, and then you catch up? Give them 3 of us know.
No. Let them know. Let them.
I tell you what, I respect all of your poker faces too, because I don't know any different based on any of your reactions.
Well, Michaels, I was shocked that we chose 176 centimetre small forward pocket. I really was, but
no, we've gone kick it at fucking 7.
This is where I should have stayed live and trolled everyone. Be like, "Oh my god, Jacob Farrow! The rumors were true."
Or maybe they've just gone Louis Kellaway. Just don't mess about. Pick is in. My hands are sweating. It's ridiculous. It's a draft that doesn't. I mean, it impacts us in some way.
Have you borrowed Tiggs' computer? Fair income, mate. We'll have the next pick in by the time you get it.
I can't help what am I using? Chrome 5, whatever shit I'm using. Here we go. He's walking up to the stage. I'll get there eventually. I've got a lip read. Sam Cumming.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. Oh, very good. That's I don't mind that. I don't mind the Sam Cumming. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, I've got the gift. I've got the gift for Sam Cumming.
Randy Marsh.
No.
Randy Marsh image should have come up.
Well, you needed the Jack Nicholson from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Welcome, Sam Cumming, to the Richmond Football Club. I really like that pick. He's been one that I've been really hot on for a while. I think he can add quite a lot to our football club, midfield and forward. I've always had this little bit of an inkling that he could turn out being the best one of the crop. So it's a great pick. And now the mystery surrounds that Mildura trip. How much more to that trip was there than just to meet the parents? He's going to be a gun, this kid. Basher Hawley.
Just terrific selection, and welcome to Richmond, Sam. Excited.
Is everyone in chat? I know I've missed a shitload of comments, but if you're loving the Cumming pick, let us know. Cummings, Ripper, welcome Cumming. He's a good one. Like I said, the most impressive part of his game for me was when he had his senior game and he had 25 odd touches, kicked 3 goals. I thought that's a really, really good showing against men. I just feel like that holds a bit more weight in some way, shape, or form. And I guess it came out that we were tracking him since the under 16s as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Big Cole, maybe I am using a dial-up modem. God knows what I'm using. So I've got 3 minutes 14 left. So now the interesting thing comes in. Do we see a pick trade? I'm on South Australian time. Geez, I'm copping it here.
Chad Warner, I liken him more to just the way that he plays Isaac Heaney. I just think he's a lot better in the air than what Warner is.
A few people have used the Isaac Heaney one. So with Sam Cumming at the club now, how early in the season could you see him playing? I know it's a very early question to ask, but I think he is someone, given that he's played against men successfully, I think he is someone that could step in the early rounds and make a difference. Sorry, I shouldn't say make a difference, but play a really good role.
We're running the clock down here. So yep. I'm at 50 seconds and we haven't picked yet.
I'm at 2:08. I better cover up the rest of the chat, shouldn't I?
Yeah, so I'm not. So we're at 40 seconds. We haven't picked.
I definitely reckon we've put the number in and are just waiting for the trade call if it doesn't enter.
I'm happy with that.
You're saying a bit of dramatic pause, Grock, from the AFL.
100%. Before it's Robes out for CB.
Because
Robes out for Roby.
We would hate to see a night run quickly.
Quickly and efficiently.
Yeah,
I've got 126 left. Any trades come through yet? No trade?
No. 2, 1. Time's up.
Pass. So it's... Do they extend? Do they bite the bullet and take Roby?
Obviously, they've hit the button with 1 second to go.
Does it say pick in or trade in?
It says nothing. The clock's at 0.
Maybe they've paused it and they're in the discussions for a pick trade. Something similar happened last year.
Did it?
Yeah, don't know.
They said there's technical difficulties.
Of course,
as they're saying in the chat.
The game of bluff. How good though for young Sam Cumming. Awesome.
Pick is in. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is, but the pick is there.
So have we gone the Roby path? Have we gone the Xavier Taylor path, or someone different altogether?
Roby, I reckon. I'm saying it's Roby. That's who I think it'll be.
Yeah, I reckon
12 seconds. One second, 0 seconds.
I can't say nothing, Grock.
Yeah,
pick's
I just
in?
saw it. Yeah.
What have we done? Have we bitten the bullet? Pick is in, right? Geishan on the phone on my screen.
Wow.
I don't know what to make of that.
Wow. Oh,
Based-
my God. Oh, my God. That's a reach.
Oh, that suggests to me Sam Grill. They haven't, have they? Why? Come on, my screen's so far behind. So it's just saying pick in now. Shift to Sheen on the screen. I'm going to have to maybe whip the phone out and just plug the AFL app in, I reckon. This is getting out of control.
Good time to have a drink break.
Well, they seem happy in the room.
The Sizzler.
Wow, Sam Grill. That is extraordinary.
George. We have a new George.
Wow,
We have a new George.
George Foreman.
George Foreman Grill.
That's
Tell me you people aren't young enough to not know the George Foreman Grill.
I got fired because of a George Foreman Grill.
George Foreman Grill made the best toasted sandwiches.
So that wow.
I mean,
wow.
If nothing else, we've now added some serious pace to the side, which is something that we all thought we were desperately lacking. So he was one that was identified quite a way out. And welcome Sam Grill, obviously. And we all knew from the VFL form as well that he blew Jake Batchelor away. He was very, very. I thought he handled himself in some ways better in our VFL than what he was showing it in the champs. So the fact he can sort of mix it with the men already, the big question becomes what position does he start in? Like, could he start as a halfback potentially and then move up the ground to the wing? I don't know if he's got the size to do midfield straight away. But yeah, that's Sam Grill. Welcome to the Richmond. So Sam Grill and Cumming as the pair for Richmond. Dave Asprey up on stage.
Both Sams.
Yeah, both Sams.
I've got to say, I'm a little bit disappointed.
See,
actually, I'm not even going to say I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm disappointed.
I just think we could have split 4 and got him down the line. So I'm not saying he can't play. I'm just saying but
the thing is though,
he runs the lines though. He's got good pace.
Yeah,
I think this is where the conversation about. I know we always talk about needs versus best available, but at some point in this draft, you could throw a blanket over about 15 of them that were very similar in a lot of ways, and then that's when you can kind of pick the eyes out of it with what you need a bit more. So that's where I think the angle has come from.
And then Essendon get Roby and Taylor, and
I reckon Taylor gets to the D's. I definitely think Essendon are taking Sharp. I think with the whole merit situation for leadership, I definitely think they have to take Sharp.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm just a bit upset at the moment.
But I think with the video last week of Uze saying, that he wants speed, I think that factored in that Grill was probably going to be the selection. And if he can match what the comparisons, he's been compared to Butters and he's been compared to Max Holmes. If he can emulate at least 70% of those players, I think it's going to be a decent pick.
Who was your second name?
Max Holmes.
Right. I don't see the Butters in him. I don't see the dog in him like Butters.
I reckon the footage I saw, he cracks in fairly hard. I think he's pretty uncompromising as a footballer, which is good.
And he averaged 5 tackles. So
he doesn't mind.
Roby's gone to Essendon.
I mean,
Picky's
he
in.
was at training this week, so
Yeah. Look, in Blair we trust. We've had some amazing years in the draft, so
I think long term
no reason to doubt him. No reason.
No, long term I still think it'll pan out. It'll pan out well. I think he's going to be a handy addition. Like, will he impact next year? I don't know. It's the same with all youngsters, I guess. But for the Richmond in 2 or 3 years, that pace is going to be really handy for us.
well, with the extra bench slot now, because they've gotten in the sub rule, I could easily see him being, a rotation coming off the bench with his speed.
Yeah, and I think if like everyone thought that Murphy Reid was a good player, but no one saw Murphy Reid because of his size or whatever having the impact that he did in his first season. So we're not saying that he can't do it. And I've had a bit of a think in the last couple of minutes, and I've had a couple of deep breaths, and I've calmed down a little bit. We really, I'm sitting here saying we needed Xavier Taylor for need because Broad and Vlosten are almost gone. And it is a need. It is. I know we've got the other players, but Grill is a need. So
100%.
we stocked up. We still haven't seen Smiley, right? We stocked up with quality last year. We know Hot Dog's good. We know Lawler's good. So tick, tick, tick. So it's a need. So
yeah, I think
it's a glaring need too. Like it's a huge need.
Yeah, 100%. Like, we've got goal kicking mids coming through. Lawler, you've got Houghton, Smiley still to come in. So Roby might not have been, the way we wanted. Taylor, we've got, Gibkiss Brown. We've got a few others around there as well. We've got no one like Grill on the list who's going to come in and replace Jaden Short, who's on his way out as well. Other than Banks, who's already established himself as a Rioli replacement, we don't have another genuine run-and-gun halfback who's got decent disposal. I mean, Ralph Smith's played there, but his kicking can be hit and miss. But Grill's kicking was rated as elite. His kicking efficiency, which combine that with the speed, it's definitely, I think that really set him apart from the other three, which makes sense.
Not only is it the straight line speed, watching his games, it was the ability to actually cut in and out of traffic efficiently as well, to sort of create space and separation for yourself. So I think that's going to be where his strength lies for both positions, whether it's halfback or midfield. There's no reason why I don't think he couldn't play early games. I think Grocky make a good point about that fifth spot and that being a tool utilised, maybe both of those boys, Sam Cumming and Grill, to get some game time. It's annoying, though, that the rotation number didn't go up as well. It's the same cap, but just with an extra spot.
No,
Pick is in for the
I want to bring the rotation. I want to bring the rotation number down, not up.
I want to bring it down.
Yep. It opens the game up in the back half of quarters big time when fatigue sets in. We all saw what happened when Mick Malthouse went to 130 rotations a game.
Yeah.
Right. High rotations would turn the game more and more into keepings off netball. High rotations we do not want.
Yeah. You also need to look at, like, with Roby, again, he came from virtually nowhere. There was really no exposed form over the course of the year, whereas we know what Grill put out at VFL level. We know what he put out at Talent League level. It was consistent across the year. So we also need to factor in that Rai Geeshan has also said with trades, we're not going to trade unless it's absolutely in our favour. And I doubt Essendon or Melbourne would have given up what we wanted for one of the picks.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, though, if phone calls were made to try and do a deal, but it just wasn't good enough. And you back the club in every day on those deals. So they always said it's got to turn heads. Just waiting for the next Essendon pick to come through. It says pick is in. And Josh is a good point there. In terms of balance, it does balance out. I think from that perspective, it is logical. And both of those players will make a good impact for us. Easy pickings against Carlton.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Okay, well,
Just waiting for the Bombers pick to come through.
I ended up going live after our pick. I was like, yeah.
Is that Jacob Farrow? Oh, wow, in Farrow.
Yep, Farrow.
Wow.
I'm surprised they passed on Sharp.
Mia.
Yeah.
Mia Farrow. That's an interesting one, Farrow, to the Bombers, and even passing up on Xavier Taylor. That's interesting.
Yeah.
He'll be a good player, Jacob Farrow. It's interesting because even he and Grill will be, I think they're going to have sort of similar paths in the sense of they might start off as halfbacks and then project into the midfield at some point. All right, so I'll update this.
I just heard Kaltumi call him a nice blend of halfback mid. Does that mean they've got themselves another stat paddle like Andrew McGrath?
He hasn't really kicked on to what we all thought he would as well.
Oh, McGrath is absolute vanilla footballer.
All right, I probably missed 100 or so comments in chat, but to put fresh comments back in, what are we thinking about Grill and Cumming as a combo to round out, I suppose, two different parts of the ground? I think Grill will eventually be a midfielder. It'll just be interesting to see where he plays at the start. But how's everyone feeling about that? Gents, now you've had a bit of time to digest it. In terms of totality, we think of what it adds to the team for next year and the next 2 or 3 years. How do you all feel, Grock?
I'm okay with it. I think they both have outstanding traits that fit what we're trying to build nicely. Obviously, Cumming with his pace and his ability to hit the scoreboard and the overhead marking as well. I think that set him apart from all the other mids that were available at that pick, Roby included. And Grill, as I mentioned, just his speed and his disposal off halfback. We're missing that off our list. So I think the two that we drafted are probably the two areas that we wanted to address. And I think they were the two best fits for what we were actually looking for.
EJ, now you've had a bit more chance to digest it all?
Yeah, as I said before, I think, like with what we took last year and this year, if we look at it as a 2-year collective, we can't really be disappointed, can we?
And it makes you wonder as well, is it in some ways a 3-year collective? Like, do we know, we would know a little bit about what we're doing next year. I wonder how much of what we're doing next year plays a part in what we do this year as well.
Yeah. Again, we probably know we're going to be top 5 again, so we can...
And CB, how are you feeling about both?
I just want to say, Just Saints fan 1966, you just paid $1.7 million for a B-grade ruckman, and you want to come on our board and be a smart ass. Just wait till you see what you've bought in. You've won one flag in 200 years, mate. Sit down, idiot. What I do think is the reality is if we had to split our second pick and taking Grill at pick 9, I would have been happy. So the reality is, instead of getting him at 9, we took him a bit earlier. I was still happy to get him. So it does address a need. So in reality, it was just a shock, but I'm not upset that we got him. So I want that clear.
Definitely.
Sam Cumming was a great selection. So all the people sort of overreacting because they wanted Roby and they're throwing the toys out of the cot. Nah, I think we've done very, very well out of this draft. And you've got to remember too, we're not drafting for the right now. We're drafting for down the line as well. Because you got to remember, we drafted how many kids last year, and those boys will be getting a lot of game time as well. So, no, it's a patience game. It's a long-term game. So, not upset that we got Grill, and Cumming was a great get. So, I still.
I think they're both going to slot in well and complement the young crop we got last year. Tiger team, this is interesting. I was talking about this the other day. I think what people maybe need to consider is what the club deemed best available differs to what the general public deemed best available, because they would have different visions and views and plans on where things go. And like I said, a lot of those players after the first couple, you could kind of throw a blanket over a large handful of them, and then there's not too much difference between them. So you just pick what I suppose fits best, or you tiered list them differently, or whatever you want to do. And we went for the need for speed, which I think addresses a monumental issue for us, which is a good thing. Demons pick 11 is in. And the club's always said that they're picking for a premiership side for the future, aren't they? They're not picking for the now. Is that Xavier Taylor for the D's?
Yes.
Oh yeah, good pick. Good pick.
I just saw a heap of camera flashing on my phone.
Good pick. I mean, they've got a few old defenders that are just about to fall off the perch. That is a great pick for Melbourne.
Yeah,
Really
they've
is.
got May, who was almost traded, wasn't he, this year?
Yeah. Lever's almost done.
Lever's had some injury issues.
Yeah, that is a great pick for Melbourne.
I do like that for the D's.
So at 8:23, this is Judge Judy said, going to go and finish this bottle of bourbon and sign up for a North Melbourne membership. Enjoy the draft, everyone. Well, maybe you can drink it with Whitlock. Enjoy.
Taylor to the D's. Yeah, I wonder if the D's go sharp now. You would think they would go down that path now, surely. The only last thing I'll say when talking about the players that we pick, I know people are entitled to feel whatever way they feel, but once you have a bit of a deep breath, we all just need to, as a collective, make sure we get right behind the boys as well, because they're going to give their absolute all for the Richmond Footy Club, and that's the most important thing. And a few people made note, you could see how emotional and happy Sammy Grill was, so it obviously means a lot to him to be at the football club, and we obviously thought a lot of him. He's done all he can do. He made a great impression at VFL level, and I reckon that counted for a lot. And it's interesting because remember last year, gents, we didn't pick anyone that we had in our VFL program as a trial player. So it was interesting that we obviously went the other way this year. Yeah, James, we definitely could trade in with some futures as well. Definitely not beyond the realms.
And Bernie's got a good point. We got 2 of our 4 choices.
Yeah, and
there was a definite 4, and we took 2 of them.
Yeah. And that's the way I suppose the club will look at it. They had their board and their short list, and they pick who they need to pick.
Hoops in Football for Life made a really good point. It was a good pick. Remember that didn't like for taking Jonty, the pick we did as well. Remember, everybody cracked the shits when we picked Jonty Fall, and everyone asked, who the hell is Tom Sims at the time? We thought we made mistakes. So,
well, because we left Harry Armstrong on the table, we ended up getting him as well.
Well, I didn't say who the hell was Tom Sims. He was
I know.
He was my boy from the start.
The general consensus was that we'd stuffed up on a couple of picks, and as it turns out, they could all play. So, again, we do need to calm down and just understand.
My name is not General Saunders. It's not General Consensus. I did not bag Sims from the start. Not me. Not I. Not me. My boy.
We've got minute 55 roughly for the D's. You would think that it's Dyson Sharp from here. What are we at? Pick 12. Well, actually, no, it might not be, because remember, they were the ones who wanted Cameron Nan to come to the draft. Like that pretty much happened almost exclusively because of Melbourne. So, I mean, I think it stands to reason their next pick here could be Cameron Nan.
Just having a bit of a chat to you. You got some stickers on your arm there. You're pretty free spirit.
Yeah. Our pick wouldn't have come in anymore yet, would it?
Hey, do me a favour, Michaels. Can you just ask Gus Richardson 7055 and his Saints dickhead? They're just going to incite people. So enjoy your stay on the board, boys.
Gus Richardson,
it was a pleasure.
It'd be great if he could actually use English as a first language.
Yes, English.
You are Heyday, Hay. I didn't know we were collecting.
And do the Saints guy as well, mate. They're wasting time.
Just a Saints fan.
Hope you enjoyed your stay, mate. Bye-bye.
40 seconds. I've got it on the phone now, so I'm trying to catch up to what's coming in. Yeah, and this is a good point as well, Rational Roman. I know a lot of people here know who Dylan Alexander is. Obviously does a lot of draft stuff, has for a long time, and knows his shit. He really, really rates Grill. So he actually had Grill, I think, 4th in his power rankings. So he's, I know, yeah, I really rate what Dill has to say. So I'll actually be keen to speak to him a bit more about that.
Hey, Latrell Pickett.
Wow.
Latrell
Yeah.
Pickett to Melbourne. Wow.
Who'd they
That's a
go?
lot
Latrell
early.
Pickett?
Yep.
Wow, okay.
So I'm
don't mind.
not there yet. I'm not there yet. What'd you say?
Yeah, I've got Pickers in. Latrell Pickett. That
No,
quarter,
they did
I
not.
reckon that's a real surprise.
That's it. You talk about a
Yeah.
bolter. Don't worry about Grill. The guy just go up about 20 places in the draft order.
Yeah, he was
That's a
kind
bolter.
of,
Latrell Sprewell.
he was sort of at the in the 20s.
My
I probably
Golden-
saw him as high
my
as maybe
Golden-
like 15, 16.
My Golden State Warriors reference from 1995, Latrell Sprewell.
Amazing.
Dub Nation.
Wow.
He was an excitement machine, Latrell Sprewell. I had Latrell Pickett going in about 5 picks time.
So Grock had him at 16. You had him 17.
Yeah.
So Cal Toomey had him a couple of picks from now, and I didn't have him there at all. Well, that's right. Hoops makes a good point. Cal actually had North Melbourne coming in at that pick 11 to get him. Geez, that's thrown a cat amongst the pigeons. Dyson Sharp still on the board.
That surprises me. He was the consensus pick 1 at this point last year. He was the clear number 1 standout.
And I suppose the Fighting Fury, this was always going to be a doozy of a Phantom to try and get right, wasn't it? And it's interesting because the last couple of years he went sort of perfect scores really from the first 10. But I don't know, do the bids have much to do with throwing it out of whack, do you reckon? Or is it just the nature of the draft and the players in it?
Well, I think it's just the nature of the draft.
Just a bit harsh. Australian Sports Network's gone, reminds me of Tamblin over Franklin. I don't know.
No, I don't reckon it'll be that.
Latrell Pickett can play footy. That's a bit rough on Latrell, mate. I don't know why you're picking on the kid.
Well, this is a good one too. Like they've invited Nam to the draft and not picked him at their second pick. That's probably the more interesting part of this. It sort of seemed like that it was locked in. Everyone kind of went down that path. Lockie Domiston could come into play soon. Who we got next? The Bombers up next. I mean, the Bombers can still get sharp here, Grock.
They will.
Yeah, Bombers surely take out now.
Yeah, can't see him slipping past this pick. Yeah, I thought he might have gone as well, Birdman. Yeah, Richmond might have thrown Cal's mock out of whack for sure.
That's what we didn't just stuff
Nicknamed
Cal up.
Wallaby?
We were sick and tired of him being accurate in his draft. You know what we'll do to Cal? We'll really fix this guy up.
Well, Wallaby Grill, help me out here.
Yeah, what's the reason behind that one, Greystoke? What's the rationale?
It's got to be George. Has to be George.
Yeah, for the George Foreman grill.
Has to be George. If the players aren't calling him George, they're not doing their job.
His nickname's Sizzler, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Love Sizzler. Elite salad bar.
Yeah.
they're done now. There's only one left in Queensland. I think it's gone. Pick is in for the Bombers.
I didn't realise. I didn't realise the recruiting of Samuel Grill was actually the decline of the Richmond Football Club, and we're about to fall into a cindering smoulder of ashes. We're doomed.
No, we'll be fine.
AFL.com. AFL.com.
Yeah, there we go. Dyson Sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. AFL.com.au have interviewed about 9 players, neither of the Richmond players.
Naturally. Naturally, of course they have.
There you go. That's great. Wallaby should have been a kangaroo. Fantastic.
That's pretty good.
That's good. That is very good.
Now,
Yeah.
Sam Gruel actually had a photo from the inside of his room. He did have a poster up on his wall, a couple of posters. He had the North Melbourne live trade poster up on his wall. That's Sam Gruel. Well done, Jones Racing, for that one. Give credit where it's due. Okay, so Dyson Sharp's locked in. I'll update that. Oops.
Geez, there's a lot of blood on the page there, isn't there?
Yeah.
I actually think we've done better than last year. They're so hard, though, aren't they? Like,
I got 3 last year. I'm on 3 now. But more importantly, I'm winning off.
I think I went all right last year because I did it the night before, same as this year. But yeah, Richmond have absolutely screwed up the board here.
They've thrown it into complete chaos, which we love.
I do give the Hawks a chance to draft Josh Lindsay here, though. So I'm crossing my fingers.
They could be a Lindsay. They could be a. Would they need a Doveston? Maybe not.
I was going to say it could be Doveston to pair with Watson.
Or
can I just say
Lindsay to pair with Weddle?
I could even go someone like Mitch Marsh.
Franco Scarella, lovely, awesome name for the record, really good handle, makes a really, really good point, doesn't he?
Amazing how Hartley makes everyone believe it was Cumming and Roby or Taylor, and it was, yeah. And I think what's important to note about that as well, Blair and Rye, if they didn't pick Roby and Taylor because they didn't want them as much. Like, they got the players they wanted. Like, there was no one was taking it from under their feet. They had a clear run at it, and they just picked who they categorically had down as the best picks for us. So I think we definitely back him in.
Do they take Greaves as well? Hawthorn, given that they lost Walton. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think who else could be a big body mid.
Thank you, Jakey Wood.
Yeah, thank you.
And I guess to this point, no one outwardly had mentioned they wanted Grill. Clubs, we don't know where the other clubs internally had him ranked, and that's the one thing we'll never know, I guess. But what we do know is that we had him ranked high enough to warrant that selection, and he's going to come in and make a difference.
I got a feeling that we wanted to trade, but no clubs gave us what we were wanting, so we had to take.
That's why the clock went down to 0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paris Callaway was very fond of a lot of the SAT mates that he had. I mean, they were such a great group. I mean, I do feel really comfortable taking one of the South Australian boys, given how dominant that team was. And I think what maybe went against Cumming for a little bit of the year was that he was out injured with a shoulder injury for parts of it. So he probably didn't get to show his wares as well as he would have liked in the back half of the year. But yeah, it's definitely all there on display, and he's going to be a quality player.
So our pick is still.
I've got to say, Mildura, the Sunraysia region, has been a happy hunting ground for the Tigers over the years.
Delivers again.
A happy hunting ground.
That was part of our NGA zone that they gave us.
Back in the day, we were getting a lot of that 1980 era side from up there.
Yeah. We were the only Melbourne-based club that didn't have a region for the NGA based around Melbourne or the suburbs.
Wait, what's happened here? Was there a trade?
Yeah, 16 and round 2, 26 for 14.
Oh,
Doveston to the Giants, I reckon.
And with Grill, was the Oakley Chargers? We've got a few boys from there as well from last year, didn't we?
So do we pick 30 tonight and then the night concludes? Where does it
No.
finish?
No, it's in the second round, so it'll be pretty early tomorrow night though.
Yeah.
So this first round could get to like, I think the most I've seen it out to was pick 27. But that's depending on
Kyle.
that's depending on some bids in sort of the 20s.
Yeah.
JD, welcome. How are you, mates? Yeah, I think we're ultimately happy. I think there was maybe a little bit of shock. I think that's fair to say. But Grill adds a much needed need for speed, and I think he's going to impress people once he settles. And I think Cumming's going to be a gun.
Is that the Sydney bid? Grock?
Yeah, it's got to be Harry Kyle. Is it
Harry Kyle?
Max King or Harry Kyle?
I reckon Grock's on it with Kyle.
It's the only other one that makes sense. Oh, could be Jai Murray though.
Yeah,
it's early for Jai Murray, isn't it?
JD, you happy we got Grill? Nice. I think he's going to be a good addition. I think, pace to burn. Will split people open. The question becomes, does he get a gig round one or same as Cumming? I think it's just nice to have a whole raft of youngsters coming through at once.
So Freo had the last selection right now before the bid is 22 at Freo. That's the end of round one.
22. That's a bit disappointing. I wanted.
Yeah, traded up. They traded up to make a bid. It's a good point. That's a good point.
No, they traded up to get their player, but they have done the shithousery of making a bid at the same time.
Yeah, it's just to piss someone else off. Well, maybe will this bring our pick in a bit further?
I'm all for shithousery. Bless you, Grock.
Yeah, damn cat.
Yeah.
Pick is in.
Oh, Dennis, I'll get something for you, my
Harry Kyle.
Yeah, we're into 29.
Hey, we're in the 20s. Here we go.
That's from the concert on Sunday night. So, yeah, good pickup. That'll be getting put up on the wall very soon.
It won't come in any further at the moment, I don't think, because Gold Coast don't have a pick between pick 29 and 15 for Jai Murray, so that pick won't go up.
Did Essendon have any more picks? I know they traded them, didn't they?
Yeah, Essendon don't have a pick.
Who else was there? Father's son. Did West Coast have any?
West Coast do have a pick at 18, but they have Tyler Williams if they match their academy. They've got 2 picks between now and our 29.
Okay.
Birdman, how dare you? How dare you sledge one of the greatest ever rock bands in the history of music? How dare you? Funny.
So this is an interesting question from Hoops. Now with our pick being 20 in the 20s, does it give any scope or any contemplation to trading down? Would you bundle that and a future third to try and get higher if there's another player there that we still want?
Oscar Taylor.
For the Giants?
Yeah.
I think I had him going about another 5 or 6 picks.
I think I had him at about this point, I think.
Oscar Taylor.
Come on, Marcus.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I thought I had it on the screen. I got it on my other screen. There we go. We all bombed out.
We need some more red. We need some more red on the page. Scroll up. EJ had him down here. Cal was close.
I had him 2 picks before. Oh, I had him the pick that they picked on. Yeah. You bastards.
Well, my next 2 picks are red.
Oh, yeah, because they've already gone.
Yeah. So you colour them in now.
Yeah, Pickett's gone.
Rational Roman 3705. Can I just say, I absolutely love TISM and have every single album of theirs. I got given a present years ago, a box set of TISM CDs. I have everything they've ever done, and I'm a big Humphrey B. Florbert fan. So TISM Tism are amazing, and I think they're trying to get petitioned or something to play at the Sydney Opera House, which would be unhinged.
We
National
can do some,
treasures.
we can do some songs and lyrics now if we really want to.
What nationality is Sam Grill?
Les Murray's been replaced.
Yeah, Les Murray's been replaced.
Grill the stop sign. Grill the stop sign.
I'm on the drug. I'm on the drug. No.
Is there an AFL player with the first name River?
Yeah, you'll never be an old man, River.
You'll never be an old man, Jared.
North Melbourne. Yeah, Jake, it's a good question. I don't know. I think it does make you wonder if we do start to make phone calls about trading up.
They've opened the door, CB, and we just walk through it.
T.S. Eliot, he wanker. What a song title. The Parable of Glenn McGrath's Haircut. So many good song titles.
Human, I think, because you need, I suppose midfield depth's always good, and I guess they'll play different roles. So Cumming will play more half forward / midfielder, and Grill will play half back and midfield. Maybe Grill can play a wing with that speed. Potentially there's a future on the wing for him as well. So I guess Smiley probably doesn't really matter in this equation. I think he's just a totally different player to both of them. At the end of the day, the name of the game is to get midfield depth. So I think that's where we need to get. Where we need to get to.
You saw that comment, BCB.
Philippi would be a great
Yes,
get.
yes,
Agree.
yes. Let's not bring that comment up, please.
No.
Which
Let's
one?
not bring that comment up.
The one from Gurn.
Also,
EJ liked it so much he froze.
I'm gonna change the subject here. Tism also great album titles. Great trucking songs of the Renaissance is an amazing album title.
If you don't have a copy of Hot Dogma, CD selection. And yes,
So go ahead.
No, I was just saying, and yes, to answer an early question here, I did go to Metallica as well. Yeah, and I've still got my hearing.
I was at Metallica as well. It was insane.
It was lit.
Evanescence was fantastic.
I went for Suicidal Tendencies and that, but I'll tell you what I did do. For those who attended the concert, if you go to Metallica.com, you can actually download the concert. It costs you $15 for a digital download, but you can actually get it, or if you want to buy the bloody CD, you can do it.
Not only do they have overinflated ticket prices, but you can pay $15 to watch it on video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
But I was going to say
North Melbourne.
I was going to say, did they give us
Melbourne on the
another
board.
chance to laugh at them and take another midfielder? The
Hey,
land
North.
of the mids.
Josh
North
Lindsay.
Melbourne.
Josh
Pick
Lindsay.
29's
Josh
available
Lindsay.
if you want it.
Josh Lindsay has to be.
Or is it Lockie Doverston?
Yeah, tomorrow night will be interesting. Do we go the we've been so strongly linked to kick it, haven't we?
Yeah,
Who'd
Lockie
they go?
Doverston to North. Yeah.
Lockie Doverston to North.
I'm now the one that's getting it last.
Oops. Oh, I got one.
Again, I was one off.
The sound of surprise in my own voice because I actually got a selection right.
It's not a ringing endorsement for AI, though, is it? They got the one certainty.
Hey, don't be going off too early. You're only 2 ahead.
Ahead.
There's still time for you to be replaced.
Jeez, that's you could still catch up. Yeah.
You can mark off Harry Kyle off my one too. He's gone.
Oh yeah.
I'll say this though. It's clearly like Cal Toomey's normally pretty bang on. It's even when it's a tough night for Cal Toomey, you know it's a tough night on the on the draft. You know, for the top 10, he's normally pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. I think you'd be hard pressed to find a mock with too many more greens. I mean, I think Cal's done well to get that many greens, to be honest.
Yeah.
How can we now Cam Hicks up there?
Well, because I was running out of room. I've got him down the bottom. I do have another tab, but I just didn't. So actually, I won't lie. The initial format I had laid out for this wasn't how it looks now. And then I think it was Jones Racing quoted our video from last year, and I went back and had a look at the format for that. I'm like, oh shit, that's how I should have done it. The way I had it was just far worse. So I actually had to scramble a little bit to get it put together in the right order, to be honest. But
Well, we've had, positives, grill good, coming good, and our pick has come into 29. Successful night.
exactly right. Very successful. And we kicked it all off with having a sponsor for the show as well, which is awesome. Aussie Ringwood. Make sure we get around them. Again, you've got the little logo on the bottom right corner. If you want to refinance, what's that?
0422 699
352 for Liam. He will help you with all financing needs, whether it's a new house, if you want to renovate, get a better home loan, and their service is free of charge. So we thank them immensely for supporting the Tiger Cast, and hopefully we can support them just as well in return with all the Tiger Army faithful getting around, and make sure you hit Liam up, say g'day. Mad Tiger Nuffy as well, so he will be happy to talk Tigers all day with you.
Good man.
Easy, costs you nothing. Scan the QR code.
That's it.
It'll just load up on your phone and away you go.
Hawks back on the clock. They've got 2:32 left.
I think they go Lindsay here.
Boys,
Lindsay or Mark.
check the private chat one quickly.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That would be quite something.
Perhaps North should avoid self-harm. They should always pass. That's very funny.
Well, we could have offered them pick 29 for their pick 16. They almost would have taken it. We said, look, got this pick.
That's insane. Have you seen? They've just put up the top 10 feeder clubs. Eastern Rangers at 4. All the other clubs have only had a single draftee so far.
Really?
Rangers have had 4 players taken already this year.
I wonder what the most is. I reckon there's been a year where the Stingrays had a few once, a while ago.
Trade?
Well, when you said feeder clubs, I thought North would have been at the top, but that's just me.
I was thinking Gold Coast. I thought the senior play that we get, or we're feeding other clubs.
West Coast are on the clock.
Another
Oh,
trade.
I've still got Hawthorn on the clock.
Oh,
Yeah,
look,
I've still got
Hawthorn
the Hawks.
selected.
I know, a trade just popped up then.
Oh, here we go. Deal's been done.
Yeah, so Hawks went down 1 pick and got the Eagles' second round of next year. That's not bad. Get another top 20-ish pick for a 1-spot downgrade.
That's a good trade. That's a good trade. But unlike North, it's not a ridiculous trade.
Yeah.
It's balanced. It's within reason.
So is this
Jai Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You reckon they're going to bid Jai Murray?
Yeah, there's a bid pending.
And then
So we
they'll
go up
take-
another one to 28.
And then they'll take Williams.
Does it?
Whatever his
I
name
guess
is.
it depends on if there's 2 picks that it absorbs or not. If it does, then.
We're
Yeah,
already at 29.
But if it's only 1 pick that gets used, it'll be kind of like for like. So it would stay.
A pick
I
won't
think-
go up if it's Murray because Gold Coast don't have picks between now and our 29. So they won't lose. There's nothing for us to move up. The only way we move up now is if a club bids on Tyler Williams for West Coast, who is a academy NGA.
Okay,
prospect.
so that's the last possible bid that could.
After
See.
this bid, they're going to take Williams anyway, aren't they?
I don't see why they would if they can match a bid on him.
Have they got enough behind them to match a bid? Have they?
They've got 2. They've got 2 picks.
Okay.
They've got 1 pick at 27, which should be enough to match.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, Fighting for You just said our pick could go backwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
don't
can.
say that. Don't say that.
And clubs can obviously go into deficit as well. So as long as they've got picks in next year's draft, which I think the only club that was not at risk, but Gold Coast didn't have a first. They had 2 seconds and 2 thirds. But I think everyone else had a pick in sort of each of the rounds. So they were all comfortable with that. Tiger, yeah, I reckon. I mean, it's always hard to forecast when the next grand final will be, of course. But even if we scale that back slightly and say next final series, I know that's a little bit broader, I suppose, but I can definitely see all of them playing in there. I mean, I think next year, round one, it stands to reason that we could see the 8 from last year and maybe one of the 2 this year playing in round one. It probably isn't that far fetched.
Okay, so Gold Coast Suns have come in at pick 17 with John Murray.
Okay, so they took
back a pick to 30.
Boo!
Damn.
Gold Coast. Oh, no one got anything right on that one. No, we won't see the pick tonight, but it'll be pretty early tomorrow then. And I guess when they do the second round tomorrow, there's a little bit less fluffing around, I suppose, as well.
Because of that, we're back into the 30s.
I like this from Drewley. Or was that Minnie giving the middle finger to Hardwick? Fighting Fury, I think there's reason to think they could both become best 23 immediately. I suppose it depends on the positioning. I think the half forward / midfield spot is one we do need some more class around. So Sam Cumming plays a really nice role there. And half back, I suppose a lot of it depends on. I'm saying half back because I think Brill will transform to a midfielder, but might start on half back, which is okay because he's got the blistering speed. How do we see Shorty fitting in? That's probably the $1 million question. You've got Banks on one half back. Is Shorty someone that, like, would you push Jaden Short up the ground or do something else to get some game time?
Yeah, and there were rumours that they may not match.
That's what. Yeah, I'm with you. I heard that because of the points.
Geez, the Eagles are being real strong.
We respect the bids. The bids are bad.
It's just interesting that a lot of bids are coming in at these picks as well.
But what about Hawthorn? They trade up only to trade back down. They get a second rounder for it.
Well, that's exactly right. Yep.
Hawthorn using trade tactics to trade backwards and accumulate future picks, and will probably still get who they want.
Yep.
So interestingly, we still haven't seen a Harley Barker still on the board, Philippo still on the board, Hibbins Hargraves, Mitch Marsh, Ollie Greaves, Blake Threadgold. Still no other bid for Jack Ison. Josh Lindsay still on the board.
Just so we can call him the Bison.
Mitch Marsh.
We get a Bison on the books.
Mitch Marsh is close to one of my favourite players in this draft. I would have absolutely.
He's going to go to Adelaide, isn't he?
In a cricket chat that I'm with a couple of mates, every time Mitch Marsh makes runs or we do or does something, we post memes with gifs of bisons. So I just like to be able to do that with one of our footballers. Some big bison walking down the track.
I could see Hawthorn taking Marsh to pair with Weddle and Sicily as the rotation overhead markers, patrolling wings, halfbacks, and up forward.
And there's still Josh Lindsay still on the board too.
Yeah.
I think Lindsay gets to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think a few people had him there a couple of times on different mock drafts. Hoops, I'm with you, mate. I would love to get Sam Allen with our next pick. But again, it's kind of hard to deny the linkage we've had to kick it. Grill could be another Rioli halfback. That's a good shout, Paul. In terms of the pace and break line speed to cut through opposition, it's not a bad shout at all.
So just on Grill, just a couple of things about him. So his national draft combine results back it up. He finished top 10 in both the 20-metre sprint and 2K time trial. So he can go for distant. He can go quick for periods of time.
Which no one has finished top 10 or top 3 in both of those for at least 3+ years. It's Correct. A very unique blend of running power.
Correct. So again, just need to probably before we while people some people still want to be touch up, there is some good data in there as to what we do. And again, the point was made earlier in the evening by a couple of posters. We bitched about not having pace all year in the midfield. We bring in a quick guy and we go, oh shit, we should have gone with another big, slower guy. So, yeah, it's a valid point.
Anthony, are you saying Grill is a shit kick? Because that's one area that he's also rated elite, is his kicking efficiency.
Get ready, boys.
Nice, Grock.
Bison steak on the Sam Fuller grill. Apparently the Suns aren't happy. Oh, well, who cares what the Suns... I mean, it was probably in all the club's best interest to annoy him, but just quickly, gents, I'll cut you off very quickly. We have a very special guest on board, new Richmond draftee, Sam Grill. Sam, how are you, mate? Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, got you good. Yeah.
How are you, mate? How you feeling? Welcome to Richmond.
Thank you. Yeah, really grateful. Yeah, feels a bit weird, I guess. Bit of a whirlwind. So, yeah.
And you've got the Guernsey on already, mate. Looks good,
Yeah.
Yellow and black, great colours.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Loving
What
it.
was the
Looks
what was
good.
the moment like? I mean, the anticipation in the lead up to this particular night, and then you hear your name read out. You must have just been buzzing.
Yeah, I was really emotional. I think, like for me, been a long journey. Worked really hard. So yeah, pretty emotional. I guess to get to this stage and be in a position to get drafted, I'm just super grateful and I'm really excited for what's next. And I guess the work starts again. So yeah.
No, we're pumped to have you on board, mate. And you get to carry on
Thank
from
you.
your VFL form. Obviously, you had a pretty good stint there, so we wish you all the best in your time forward. And appreciate you jumping on for a quick chat. Obviously, you've got a fair bit on tonight, but welcome to Richmond, mate. Glad
Thanks,
to have
Chris.
you on board, and we look forward to seeing you out there in the yellow
Hey,
and black.
Sam.
Yeah.
Just to end the debate, what's your nickname, mate? Can you give us what your nickname is?
No, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. I reckon.
We've got Sizzler. We've got all sorts of stuff going.
I've got-
on.
Sizzle, Griller, whatever you guys can come up with. I don't mind.
I'm calling you George.
George
Foreman.
The
Foreman.
George Foreman Grill. Yes, that's it.
That's a bit before my time, EJ.
Thank you.
Very good, mate. Well, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy celebrating being drafted, and welcome to the Richmond Footy Club. And we look forward to seeing you out there on the G.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Chris.
No, worries, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
I just got fossilised by Sam Grill.
Yeah.
There we go. Sam Grill jumping on for a quick chat. Huge thanks to the Richmond Footy Club as well for getting Sam to come on for a chat. Much appreciated.
But I will say,
awesome.
I will say, he said that's a bit before my time, but he knew who I was talking about.
He did. So it's obviously been referenced before.
Yes,
It's been
100%.
referenced before. That's so good. No, it seems like a great kid. And I mean, how good does the yellow and black look? Honestly, it doesn't matter who you are; it'll make you look $1 million. So good to have Sam on board.
How good to get him to jump on. That's unreal.
That's it. That's what you get for tuning into the Tiger Cast, folks. We can make things happen like that. It was very, very, very huge thanks to the Richmond Football Club for allowing Sam to jump on. I'm not sure if we're getting Sam coming as well, but he could be busy doing some other bits and pieces. But we'll see how that plays out. But that's awesome. And James Racing, that's right. At least he got the reference. That was the most important part. There you go, EJ. He could have fallen real flat, but he picked it up straight away.
Well, the thing is, if we get Sam coming on, we can give him the name of Aussie Ringwood because, he's going to need a place to live.
Wow, that's right. Liam could help him out. There we go.
That's right.
There's something we can fire up.
Numbers in the corner of the screen. We'll have to get him to actually get the QR code on our screen to get Liam's number.
Have any other picks happened in that time? Have we missed? How much have we missed?
Yeah.
All coats just matched.
How good does the yellow look on the kit, by the way?
Looked fantastic. But no, that's fantastic to have access to the draftees. Like, again, it's just testament to the hard work that you've been putting in, Chris, and the grind that you've been on. It's reward for all your hard work. So, no, it's fantastic.
No, that's all right. My pleasure.
Yeah.
No, thank you again to the club for being open to it. To having him come on. So you can tell it means a lot to him as well, playing for Richmond, which is awesome. And we will get right behind him. And hopefully he's on the G round 1 against the Blues. And I don't know if he can backflip or not, but hopefully we can see some party tricks from him late in the game, a la Seth Campbell.
Yeah, and again, congratulations, Michaels, on that. That was outstanding. And that's why you watch the Big Footy Tiger cast, because we're just full of surprises.
That's it.
EJ, check your message.
Bulldozer, we don't like that. We just drop back to pick 31. Jeez.
Right, that's enough. Just zip it. Zip it.
I've got a nickname for coming, but I'm not allowed to say it.
No, he's not.
Maybe hold fire on that as well, just in case.
Ooh,
Correct.
ooh.
Yeah, Michaels is the doozy.
Always the doozy. Always just trying to think ahead. So, anyone else been drafted?
No,
Mid
West Coast is still.
Coast Eagles.
Right.
Hang on, I'm gonna cut you off again because we might have another draftee joining us. Sam Cumming, welcome to Richmond, mate.
Yeah, so easy. G'day,
How are you, Sam? Welcome to Richmond.
Yeah, no, it's pretty keen. Great colours.
I was going to say that they look fantastic on you. How'd you feel getting drafted, mate? You obviously flew down for the event, and then in the lead up, obviously a lot of hype around who's going where, and then you finally get called out for the yellow and black. What was that feeling like, getting finally read out?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I didn't have much indication until the cameras came up in my face, and yeah, really just excited and yeah, still a bit speechless, and it's still pretty raw, but yeah, keen to get stuck into it with the boys.
No, we can't wait to have you out there, mate. CB, you're going to go the nickname question again, are you?
No. Oh, yes, Sam. What's your nickname, mate, just to help us out?
Yeah, well, Sammy's one of them, but there's a few of them at the club now, so maybe like Camo or something like that. But yeah.
Excellent,
awesome,
mate.
mate.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to Richmond Football Club. We look forward to seeing you out there on the ground. Where do you think you do your best work? You played a little bit midfield and forward. Where do you think you fit in best playing footy?
Yeah, I think I've always been a sort of natural midfielder. Then just sort of added that going up forward role a bit in the last couple of years to add another string to my bow. So I think either position I'm pretty comfortable. So yeah, just
very good, mate.
Excited.
Well, I'm sure you got. We'll wrap for you to get the opportunity, mate. You're going to be a superstar, and we thank you so much for jumping on tonight. I'm sure you've got plenty to do and plenty to celebrate being in the Richmond Football Club. Congratulations again, and we look forward to seeing you out in the G in round 1, hopefully.
Yeah, no, pretty cool, but I appreciate it. Thanks.
No worries. Enjoy, mate. Well done.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
Cool. Thank you.
Hello.
There we go. And we got both draftees on. So Sam
we almost had CB speechless there when you threw to him with a nickname question.
Check your phone, Michael. We'll see.
Right.
I had a little bit of an internal chuckle when he said that the cameras came up in his face, and I was like, the surname, like the joke itself.
Oh, how good's that?
But how good was that? Again, massive thanks to the Richmond Footy Club. Like, they don't have to do things like that, but awesome for them to be receptive to letting him come on board. I suppose, firstly, trusting that them to come on to here in one of their first experiences as a Richmond football. I just thought it was going to be kind of cool to welcome them as a Richmond player officially as a fan base. Yeah, pretty cool. So I'm glad to have both the Sams on board, and we can't wait to see him out there.
Yeah. So Sam's up from Mildura way, isn't he?
Yeah.
It'd be really interesting to see if he knows about the history of the area in regards to players like Mark Lee and Dale Waitman. And, you know, like there is a real history with that region. So much like the club has done with the number 8 and thing, I wonder if the new kids that come in are going to get a bit of schooling about, you know, where they're from and how it fits into the club as we know it.
It's a good question about how much work they do on the history side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, massive shout out to Kiwi Tiger and Nikki at the club in the media department for allowing access to the players. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they are absolute superstars. And I've said it before, but ever since being sort of introduced to them, they've been extraordinarily kind and welcoming with their time and all the things they want to do. Obviously, we've got the going in the chat with Rai Geishan next week as well. So make sure you start getting your questions together for that, which we'll do a separate thing on to get all your questions about anything draft related. But yeah, they have been super. It's a credit to the club, and yeah, we can't thank both of them enough. So thank you. But yeah, listeners, start getting your questions together for the Rai Geishan chat. I'm sure there's going to be plenty out there.
Yeah. Absolutely outstanding work again, Michaels, for yourself and to the Richmond Football Club. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
No, that's all right. Oh, my pleasure. What picks have I missed? Can someone fill me in? What picks have I missed?
You've missed 18 and 19.
Bids.
Yeah, Adensall and Lindsay.
Was Adensall matched?
Yes, so Gold Coast Adensall and then West Coast took Lindsay.
Oh, I missed Adams by one position.
And who took Josh Lindsay?
West Coast.
West Coast.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Oops. So we all bombed out in that one. Oh yeah, two of you. Who was that? You and Cal, EJ, out by one.
I mean, I'm out of this next pick anyway.
So am I. And then I'm back alive after that. Then I'm back alive after that the whole way down.
Just thinking next time, Michaels, we do this, tell me what EJ's done so I can copy his stuff and then claim it as mine next year.
We
No,
did
just wait
joke
until the
about
night before.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
do we just copy EJ's and add another column? we did talk about that.
Yeah, I mentioned that last week. I was like, CB's is just going to be what EJ said.
No, I just use AI now. Just AI, tell me what to think. I just plug
And,
it in.
looking at that, how's that going for you?
Yeah, it's not going well.
Well,
You're better off copying me and just getting shit for it.
You get more right at least.
Oh, goodness.
Who's on the clock now? Hawthorn pick is in.
Cameron Nan.
Could this be a Greaves?
Yeah.
Or
Cameron
is it
Nan.
Cameron Nan? Oh, it is it?
No, it's Cam Nan.
Nan.
Yep. Nan.
See, this was the interesting one because, like I said earlier, Melbourne got him in specifically. And then obviously changed. But
Well, obviously Melbourne thought that certain players would be gone by their picks.
maybe.
They weren't,
Well-
they weren't, and that was the Richmond hiding stuff. And they're going, we're going to have to pivot and pick this person. And then Nan has slipped, and slipped a long way.
They got
Slips.
Croft presenting the jumper.
Oh, do they? We got Crawford out there.
That's
Toby,
right.
thank you so much for the $10, mate. Much appreciated. Thank you for the love and support. Yeah, well, let's talk about the numbers quickly, gents. Obviously, we've just vacated a heap of numbers overnight. What do you think the numbers could look like for the Sam Grill and Sam Cumming?
I reckon Cumming probably takes the 22. I think that's a good shout. Grill, maybe the 27.
Could he take Trainers 31?
He could take Dow's 27 at the moment too.
Yeah.
33's up for grabs.
Oh, it is too.
Plenty of good numbers.
Now give him the old 46 Jake King's number. The speedy halfback.
The push up.
Oh, you've got 37. You got 37, the Taps number from last year, who went up to 43.
Yes.
How many people go up in number?
I don't really know if I've seen that before. Oh, Birdman, thank you for the $2. Trade for Siobhan, please. Yeah, if he's there on the board in our second pick, surely we've got to consider that. Who's on the clock now? North Melbourne. Western Bulldogs.
So talk to us, boys. So there's still what do we got? There's another 10 picks before ours. So what type of talent do you think could land at 31 moving forward? What do you reckon is going to be on the board possibly?
There'll be a couple
How many
of
picks are left tonight?
just the Geelong.
4.
Yeah.
So Bulldogs, Adelaide, Hawthorn, Geelong.
So some of the names I'd be looking out for personally, depending on what happens in these next 4 picks. Javan Filippo. Actually, I should start at the start. Harley Barker would be my absolute number one if he gets through to that next pick, and I'll
Is he the
cry
one
if they
that's-
don't take him.
Is he the one that's got the ACL and won't be ready for next year?
Well, he'll be ready in the latter part of the year, but he's going to be a gun winger. So he would be my number one if he slips through. There's Noah Hibbins-Hargraves is going to be somewhere in the mix as well, potentially. Javan Filippo, Ollie Greaves, Sam Allen, Pickett, Riley Onley might be another one. We probably don't need a Riley Onley type, though, to be honest.
You still got Kickett, who I'm still hearing that we're super keen on.
Yeah.
I reckon we probably do go Kickett purely just from the speed and the speed factor as well. But there's also like Louis Emmett. There's a couple of other ruckmen there if we want to go down that route. But Tom Burton, Leray are all there as well.
Leray, another good one. Burton, that's another good one too. Yeah, there'll be some good names there. What about we word it differently then, gents? Based on who we've picked, what position type do you think we should look at the most at that pick?
I generally don't think we're in a position now where we need to draft for a position outside of maybe another ruckman.
Yep.
I think
you know my thoughts on ruckman in drafts, barring the exceptional. We can fix that later on. So you just take the best of what's left.
Yep. I definitely reckon that we go for another explosive sort of crafty small forward who can go through the midfield. So like someone like Kickett, just injecting more and more pace into the side.
Bid.
All bid pending.
Bid.
Could that be the West Coast one to bring our pick in?
I think this is Tyler Williams. I think he's about the only other. Or imagine if it's Callaway.
It could be Max King as well from Sydney.
No, it's Tyler Williams. It has to be Tyler Williams.
Yeah.
Could be King.
Yeah, Max King.
Ultras, I like Hibbins-Hargraves. I think I've always said that he would be a great pairing with Taj Houghton, just with impact on the game. Like he's a genuine match winner. Obviously consistency is the thing, but I don't know whether he would complement us straight away. I think we would see the best of Hibbins-Hargraves in 3 or 4 years in a side like ours, but the kid's got talent. Could be Jack Ison too, the bid. Good call. But yeah, I mean, I know we've had Kickett in our line sight for a while, but if some of these names are still there, you would have to pivot, wouldn't you, gentlemen? You'd have to strongly consider a pivot.
Yeah. I definitely think this is Williams, just because the Bulldogs were in the market for a small forward. They were really hoping Doveston slid. Obviously, he didn't. Williams is the next best thing.
Oh, Birdman, don't be like that. Don't jinx the Callaway bid. Jesus, that would be crazy. Oh, Mike, Jesus, Mike with the $31 donation. Well done, Chris and the Tiger Cast team. Your access to the club and plays is a testament to your hard work. Loving the content. Tiger fans and footy fans, get around it and spread the word. Appreciate the love, Mike. Seriously, thank you for the love and support. It's great that we can bring you access like that, and that doesn't happen without getting the support and the groundswell of, I suppose, overwhelming support from all the viewers out there. And it's been a good journey so far, but I think we're starting to kick some good goals, and hopefully there's more to come. But no, that's really
and hang on, I've got one.
Gurn.
And just a reminder, you can buy fine merchandise.
Mine's got a can in it. CV.
What are we selling these for again, Michaels? What are these going for?
I'd have to check. I've honestly forgotten, but I'll have to go back and check.
Big Footy Tiger Cast. We actually have Big Footy Tiger Cast footballs too.
Yes.
Who do we want more?
Whoa! Yeah,
What?
Red Gang.
Tiger 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Wee caramba!
What is happening? There's no well appreciated. No need to go that hard though, Tiger. Wow. What is going on? You're crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%.
That's amazing.
That is
ridiculous.
That's more than generous. Thank you so much.
No, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much, Tiger.
That is definitely
absurd.
going towards improving my lighting.
Michaels will be able to afford it. Like He'll be able to upgrade his internet plan to like.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Michael
Maybe I'll be in
sync.
sync next draft. Jeez. And EJ, I reckon a light improvement could just be turning one on. No, no, there is one on. There's one on. Oh,
Yeah, you
the
can see
the
the
shot of
shine
the
on my
bonds. Well, it's very kind of all of you, chat. That is extraordinary. Wow, I'm
That's
a
amazing.
little bit speechless.
Oh, well,
Michael's just going down to the
I'm never
pokies
going
after
to be
this. He's going to be
speechless.
just
So
slapping
just,
buttons.
Some buttons. I appreciate it as well, Ricardo. And the channel's grown pretty well in the last year. It's only been recent we've started to put out obviously a bit more content than just the Monday night show, but it's been a good journey, and it's also been nice to be supported by other football club creators as well. It's a pretty good little supporter base we've got. But the Richmond Army is the best by far. We have a shit-hot community, and we appreciate all of your love and support. I might have to shave my head to blend in with the other guys. Oh, dear. I'm actually surprised that hasn't been flagged earlier, to be honest. Is this bid still pending?
yeah,
Mate, it feels
it
like the
is.
longest bid ever.
I thought my phone froze. We'll have to make sure we clip up getting the Sams on the show, and we'll put that out there as a separate video too. Awesome access again from the club.
And Michael's, just so you know, the channel's now grown to 4,200 subscribers.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the subscribe button as well, and hitting likes on the videos as well. It all helps chuck it out in the algorithm. It's one of those ones that it's always impossible to get a read on how the algorithm works, but the likes and the subscriptions all help. So thank you, massive. 4,200. That's amazing. It's unbelievable. It's huge. It's huge.
Lockie Carmichael.
Yeah, I'm kind of gradually learning the world of Instagram. I got that up to 1,000, but I still suck at it. I'm pretty shit at Instagram, to be honest. 10 minutes, mate. Yeah, what are they doing?
I can tell you who it is. It's Lachlan Carmichael to the Western Bulldogs.
Is it?
Yep. He's a 184 centimetre defender.
Birdman's onto it. Swans are scrambling. So they didn't match it. Okay.
No, bid passed.
So that doesn't impact our
Just the
Western
Suns
Bulldogs?
fans, no, I am not the Richmond cheer squad leader.
Trout. You got called for it.
No, I think it's the other guy that went off like that in the crowd. That's not me.
Is it like Tiger Alfred or something?
Yeah. Bid not matched.
DJ's the guy sitting up there with all the toffs in the members, wearing his little Richmond thing with the ears and the long stringy things, drinking his mid-price beer, thinking he's a lord. That's where he sits. Not like us
Pretty
regular
much.
punters in the Great Southern Stand.
Pretty, mate, you got me. You got me. I sit in the members.
For that.
I drink full-strength beer out of glass, not plastic, and I enjoy it. And I am not ashamed to admit it.
At least there's no cheese platters involved.
Oh, he's 2 steps off it, mate. He's 2 steps off becoming a Melbourne supporter with that type of attitude.
Nothing wrong with the cheese platter.
Rational Roman, it is a nice red wine. I am second.
Oh, very good. What a steal from the Dogs. Still some big names out there, gents.
Yep.
We'll do a live for night 2 as well, because it's going to happen quickly as well because of all the picks being absorbed. What's going to be interesting is if clubs get offers overnight for their pick in the second round because of who's left on the board. So I think there could be a bit of movement. Oh, Birdman, don't. That will be interesting if that happens, the Callaway bid. So do we know though? Because it's always been thrown out there that there was another club who was speaking to him, but I don't know if anyone ever announced who it was. Do we know? Was it Adelaide?
I heard it was Sydney.
I heard that too. This could be a Mitch Marsh. This seems like straightforward Mitch Marsh.
Mitch Marsh has to be. Greystoke, I was not the guy building his friend with a record in 1995 semi-final replay, but I sure wish I was.
Ultras.
Back in CB.
Yeah. Lindsay's already gone. Ultras. He's gone.
Gone to West Coast. Gone to West Coast. Hang on, I'll bring the thing back up so we can have a look.
Yeah, so we need more red.
So the one on the left is where the players have actually gone. So Josh Lindsay to the West Coast Eagles. Did Freo speak to Keller? Oh, well, on those interview questions, what a question that was for Louis. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Insane.
Who are you going to kick out of the side and take their spot? Yeah, okay. I'm
Samuel,
sure
Samuel
going to
Ross.
answer that.
Samuel Ross, thank you.
Samuel Ross,
Appreciate
another one.
We appreciate
Samuel,
that.
legend. Hi, everyone. Very pleased to get a powerful forward mid with Cumming and a speedster with Grill, which I suppose can get behind the kids, not compare them to Duds. That's it. Look, the kids, they're going to make their own journey. So they are their own players and they're going to be unbelievably good for the Richmond Football Club. Thank you very much, Sammy. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Good news. There's a pick in for Adelaide. It's not a bid. No Callaway.
Hey, there we go. We're safe, Birdman. We're safe. Shane Edwards, he'll be in the room, won't he? Shedder.
The Bison.
Is it Mitch Marsh?
Is it? Yeah. I got the position. I got the position wrong, but I got the club right.
Yeah.
I reckon the same would have been for a lot of us. We got the connection right, but it's just in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell Marsh.
Yeah.
Which
Curtin
makes
and
sense.
Marsh on a wing is going to be nuts.
And it's a pretty handy replacement for when Walker retires as well.
Yep. Makes sense.
It's a great pick. I know there was a little bit of people saying it's a lazy pick when people were putting him in their Phantoms to Adelaide, but it just seems so logical with the player types they've got, and with Tex about to retire. He's bowling it over at the moment.
And a left footer.
He's got good skills as well, Mitch Marsh. So is this the last pick or 2 picks left?
We've got 2 to go. Hawthorn and Geelong.
I had hoped we had a pick for Marsh. I think he would have been nice patrolling up the ground as well.
Who needs Mitch Marsh when you've got Jonty in the 8?
Yeah.
It looks good on him. How do you feel about that, Grock? You must have been like just a proud moment for you.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, as the leader of the Jonty Fall Appreciation Society, I approve that message. Jones Racing actually sent me a message. It was like, have you got the number 8 on the back of your jumper yet? I was like,
already?
Yeah, he sent me a message. Not yet. It's coming.
I sent Grock a message straight away because I knew, he is the leader. And the funny thing is the number 8 was the first number on the back of my duffel coat, and that was for Michael Roach.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I was a big disco fan. So I've always carried a torch for the number 8s. So, love Jackie Boy. And I'm absolutely stoked, even though I didn't pick him and I wasn't the OG, I'm stoked he's in the 8.
Yeah, speaking of, I saw someone comment at the start of the stream saying that they were disappointed that he got the 8 because he'd only kicked 9 goals last year. I mean, he had over 25 shots at goal.
He'll get there. It'll swing. It'll swing. He'll be fine.
100%. I mean, for the work rate that he put in, coming off no preseason, given the back injuries and everything, for a first year key forward, I think that was probably one of the most surprising and impactful seasons I can remember from a first year player in regards to the expectations that they set.
And just think next year,
guys,
next year when we draft my boy, the Nuke, Neoclis, with our first round pick, mate.
Yeah.
Don't you remember that?
When he
started 2 years ago, get on board the Nuke.
When he started in one of the games, I sent CB a message. I was like, he's just had 20 something and kicked 4.
He's all over at CB. 2 years out, he was.
Yeah.
Rational Roman, guys, I actually believe this group being assembled could have as much, if not more, talent than our dynasty team. Mark my words. That's an interesting but good call, Rational. I don't mind it.
I think that's a really...
Go on.
I think that's a really, really good call. I mean, you look at the core that we had, when we were winning and a decent side. There were a lot of role players and sort of battlers in that side, held up by a couple of top ends, some average players, and then, your role players. We've got a lot of talent in now that could be anything.
Yeah.
It's going to be scary.
Yeah. The only problem is you've got 2 Queensland teams that you have to beat. and the Brisbane side is just ridiculous. And as to the person who's asking if I've got electricity, yes, I do, but I choose not to turn it on because I'm sparing you all from my awful face, and you should thank me for that.
Oh, Lord Dog, this is a good call. Can't wait to see Sizzler and MRJ chasing down people next year. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. The pick is in for the Hawks.
And Nat Edwards is into the Snakes. She's got the Allen Snakes.
Yeah, I'd probably have Jonty top 5 on redraft based on last year.
Well, Ultra going us for Ollie Greaves. I feel like we've got too many Ollie Greaves types.
I don't see it. I really don't, especially with Smiley. I think they're just too similar.
He's actually a hard place. And Tony, mate, if we can get Barker, that would round out a really, really good draft. I reckon Ali Barker, mark my words, will be a fantastic wingman.
I think Hawthorn here go Aiden Schubert.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I actually think Hibbins Hargraves could be good for them too. I think he would be a cherry on top as
the other
well.
one. I think it'll be Schubert or Hibbins Hargreaves. I think they're the two best that match what West Coast Hawthorn are trying to do right now.
If one of you fine gentlemen have this up on your phone, do you know who picks before us tomorrow?
Yes. So we've got Melbourne at 30, Eagles at 29, Carlton at 28, Dogs at 27, North at 26.
Fremantle at 25.
Yep.
So Freo is the last pick of the night.
Aiden Schubert.
And then what's the order
Hawthorn.
tomorrow? So North Melbourne kick it off tomorrow.
Yeah, North and Bulldogs.
And then when? When do we? Not long after that.
Yep. So Aiden Schubert to Hawthorn.
That's not bad for them.
Yep. So we'll have the 6th pick of the night, unless something
That's pretty
changes. Good. Tomorrow night it's North, Bulldogs, then Carlton, Eagles, Melbourne, then us.
So I reckon Geelong are going to take that Threadbolt bloke.
Yeah, Blake Threadgold.
Yeah.
From Mr. Herbert, Crows went hard after Essendon's pick 13 to get sharp. They offered 2 first-round picks for it. Wow.
Yeah, I actually thought.
Geelong,
why wouldn't they have taken that?
Go on.
If Geelong don't take Schubert, if Geelong don't take Threadgold, I reckon Freo do.
I had him at Fremantle as well. Just with an aging Luke Ryan and.
How do you say the guy's name? Ludovic?
Archie Ludovic. That could be the other one for Geelong. They might go Ludovic because they need a forward now.
That was just the injury thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought they'd probably go Threadgold, but that I think would be the other logical pick for Geelong here.
Samuel with a good call. Please, someone bid on Ison and Williams so we can get up to pick 29. Don't mind it.
Yeah, I actually thought Ison would be bid on by now.
Yeah. You don't mind chocolate, Davo, but does it belong in the fridge or the cupboard is the real big question, Davo.
Depends on the type of chocolate.
It's got to be in the fridge. It's got to be cold so that it takes longer to melt when it's in your mouth.
No. Just pantry's fine.
What do you mean, though, Grock? What do you mean? What type of chocolate dictates where it goes?
I think anything with fillings, like caramel or anything, got to be in the fridge. Like plain normal solid box of chocolate, I think is fine in the cupboard because they're solid, but fillings.
So the problem.
Hunter Holmes for the cat. That's not a bad shout from people. Hunter Holmes.
The problem I've got, Grock, is chocolate doesn't last long enough when I'm around to actually make it to the fridge. I will snaffle that stuff big time.
Yeah, see, my weakness is a Mars bar or a Snickers. Put it in the freezer for about 15, 20 minutes. Fantastic.
Mate, I smashed 12s.
12s, yeah.
Chocolate inside chocolate. You can't miss. You cannot miss.
How's that? It's got a good question. If the choice is out of Barker, Allen, Philippou, and Kickett, who are we taking?
See, that's a tough one.
That's why it's a good question.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
see
that's-
Philippou. Yeah, I don't see Philippou. I reckon out of those four, it'll probably be between Allen and Kickett.
I'm going to go Barker for long-term payoff.
Yeah, I would be very torn on this between Barker, well, Allen and Philippou, really. I'd go Barker, I think.
Long-term payoff. Just
Yeah.
right next year off, get them fit. And then you've
Barker.
got electricity with Grill and Barker. Electricity.
Oh, hang on. Alpha's got to I have a 10K dental implant to prove you never ever refrigerate dark chocolate. Jesus.
Solid
No.
blocks of chocolate, you never refrigerate. They get way too hard.
Oh, wow. That's not
but,
good.
But that's what I said before.
Cat's
You
pick is in.
refrigerate so it takes longer for it to melt in your mouth, not to chew through it like some sort of bloody,
Rabbits.
like build a steam shovel. Like, don't go chomping through it. Just let it evolve.
My name's Bill the Steam Shovel. I got a chocolate problem.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
A lot of love for Barker. Turkish Delights, thumbs up. Turkish Delight. I'm a fan.
Pick is in.
100%.
Yeah, Turkish
Pick is
Delight's
in.
great.
Who are we thinking here, gents? This will be interesting. See, Hibbins Hargraves is another one that would be a great fit for Geelong, I think.
A twirl crispy. What the hell is that?
Barker's
Can't tell who that
gone.
player is. Ah, shit.
Wow.
Another reason to hate Geelong. Just another
Wow,
reason to hate those pricks.
Wow.
That's really annoying. They've got a really good player there.
So now who would you pick at 31, Michaels?
Philippou.
I don't know. Philippou or Allen. I'd almost go Philippou now. I don't know. That's a really difficult question, isn't it? I just worry, not worry, but we've done a lot of work on Kick It, haven't we?
So this is the last selection of the night coming up, yeah, for Freo?
Yes.
For the heave-hos.
While we're on the topic of chocolate and divisive ones, what's everyone's thoughts on picnics?
Yep.
No, I'm not a big fan.
Elite.
Yep.
They are
100%.
shit cold. Eat them out of the fridge, no good. If they're warm and a bit melted, not too bad. They've just got too many components in there that will get you a 10K bloody dentist bill.
So in a box
Rational
of favorites,
Roman.
I'd go over anything.
Rational Roman. No, I never heard. We might like it. Yes, we might like it. Classic song. We could trade Tism all night.
So I wonder if could Freo put a bid in here against West Coast?
Tyler Williams, yeah, there was rumours about it, but I reckon they probably go thread gold. Maybe put a bid on Williams and then do.
I can't believe Fred Gold's still here. I thought he was going to be gone at Geelong, but there you go.
Yeah.
Look, no, I want the bid for shithousery here. I want it for shithousery.
Or do Freo take one of the ruckmen, given their ruck stocks? Darcy's constantly injured.
No, they've got
got
Darcy and Jackson, and they've got the magnificence that is Mason Cox on the rookie list. They don't need another ruck.
Lachlan going with we're going to take Toby Wan. Isn't he tied to West Coast as well, Toby Wan? I believe.
Well, I think the one thing we can say, there's still going to be some serious talent at pick 31 on the table for us tomorrow. That's the one thing we can guarantee.
AFL.com are just doing like a club thing. Essendon have done well. Roby, Farrow and Sharp, they've had a good night.
Yeah.
Three mids.
Not a bad haul.
Bid.
I mean,
They bid. Fremantle.
We're going to bid.
Is it
Yes.
Ison or Williams? Or even
I
Max
don't know.
King?
I don't know.
Does one work better than the other?
We want it to be Tyler Williams.
Okay. Surely with the rivalry, they'll do it to piss him off.
It's saying selecting on my screen, but someone is there a bid going in? Has it?
There's a bid pending. That's exactly what I've just said. Did I stutter, CB?
Did I say thank you for? You didn't tell me. You didn't thank me for my attention in the matter, so therefore I wasn't paying attention.
Because you didn't give me your attention, you fucking idiot.
Whoa! Oh, it's after.
Jeez, wow.
It's after 9:30. It's okay.
We got the swearing in before the draftees joined us.
Yeah. Did you like my nickname, Michaels? Did you read my text message? Did you read my text message about my nickname?
No, because I've got the draft on my phone.
I just want to see you. I just want to see your face.
Oh, fuck, I can't even close the app. Hang on. Struggling here with technology. No, we could roll. We can unofficially roll with that, can't we?
Yeah. Offline, yeah.
But this is why when you threw to him about the nickname question, it was
Oh,
perfect.
yeah. I hadn't seen that. Yeah,
because he was bloody flabbergasted. He had nothing. He had nothing to go to.
Yeah, I froze. I froze a little.
Oh, dear.
So I guess the other thing too, boys, if you had to make a choice, could you go with that alcohol or coffee? If you had to pick one.
I could go with that alcohol.
I can go with that coffee.
I could probably if I had to.
Probably go without coffee, I reckon.
I'm with that alcohol. I
could do it without alcohol, but if I had the choice of drinking one or the other, I do like a nice cold beer.
Alpha's really trying to get you hooked up onto an energy deal here.
We could have another sponsor.
Yeah.
What you got to remember too, though, EJ's not in his prison cell currently. They've just put him in the janitor's closet, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't disrupt the other inmates.
What's happening with the bid? I've lost the bloody stream on my phone now, so I don't.
Still pending.
Yeah. Another reason that I think that it might be Williams is they lost Walters this year, so they're in the market for another sort of small forward midfielder.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, good call. PD 3929. It's all good, mate. If you knew how much banter EJ and I have on a daily basis, you'd understand this shows nothing compared to what goes on behind the scenes in personal chats. So
treat them mean, keep them keep.
Oh, I just saw a good tweet. Someone tweeted me. With 5 Sams at the club, will we get Sam Allen with 32? Do we just round it out?
Be the new St Kilda with the Jacks.
Don't mind it.
Yeah, I actually feel bad for CB now that I feel like I might be picking on him because of what was said.
I've got feelings, mate.
Why does EJ always give it to CB? Like, I feel bad now. It's because we're mates.
It's all good. It's all good. He's a prick, but I love him.
It's because Tiggs isn't here and we can't lag on his $9,000 computer.
Yeah, Tiggs actually cops it the worst out of anyone.
He does.
I think Michael's cops it the worst out of anyone, especially from chat.
What? I used to cop it because I got straight teeth. I used to get called chompers because my teeth are straight. So.
Yeah, I like the rebuild more. I'm with you and Skudush. I'm digging the double Sam pick coming. I think it's going to be exciting to watch. And I think what's interesting, just having a think about it a little bit more, when you sort of think about the comments that Uze's made at training about playing all in and fast ball movement, those two really suit that narrative as well and really help aid that play style. So if that's the trajectory of our game plan, it actually really fits that mold really nicely as well. So it's very complimentary, which is good.
Which wouldn't surprise me if we go one of Pickett or even Fred at 31.
Has anyone matched a bid yet?
Mate, this is like the longest night ever. I reckon I've aged 20 years just on the bids.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's been great having everyone on board. We've still got 350 people watching live. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And for those who were around earlier, what a treat to get Sam Grill and Sam coming onto the show for a quick chat and a welcome to the Tiger Army. we'll make sure we clip that up and post it for those who did miss it. But we had both the draftees on, which was awesome. Very, very
Adam
cool.
Slade.
They've been unswayed.
Yeah, and I don't think that it doesn't say.
I'm not sure they have the picks because they traded them, Essendon.
Yeah, I don't think they matched it.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
Essendon
pick
did
25, Fremantle. Adam Slade. Oh, Grock AI. Grock AI got another one.
Oh,
Grock.
no. Oh,
That's the last
no.
That's the last pick of the first round. I'm still up by one.
No, there's one more pick. There's one more pick.
Is there?
Yeah.
Can't be.
North are on the
Fremantle
clock.
was the last
Yep.
night.
North are on the clock.
North are on the
Are
clock,
they?
boys.
North are on
No,
the
they
clock.
do that, but it won't happen.
Yeah.
Round one is complete with that pick. That's done. They did the same thing with us last year before the thing.
Even if they did do a pick, AI had Bo Adam next, so you were safe.
I was one position out with Adam bloody Swade. Jeez.
Jeez, yeah, not too bad.
I've had a few.
Well-
I've had a few one position outs.
Well, hang on. Cal Toomey got that one right.
Oh yeah, shit. I've dudded Cal a pick. Yeah, so Cal takes out the title again against us. EJ second, I got a third. And Grock just scraped past old AI. Wow.
And
See,
the
this is
coward. And the coward that is CB didn't submit a list.
No.
No. I said I was going Grock AI to go against Grock. I was backing technology. I was backing in the future.
Who did the Grock AI list for you?
Yeah, but I've got the same list.
I did the bloody list, you idiot. You're a coward.
That's what I, that's what I
No.
get for being honest and having integrity and not changing my picks.
I'm with you, Grock. You don't
You
This bloke
understand?
over here is the coward. Look at
No,
him.
that way. That way.
Yeah,
Coward
went the other way.
Rangers.
Ooh,
Uh,
he's playing the Michaels.
Yeah,
This
Jesus.
is like the Brady bunch.
So what do we think? So tomorrow night, there's obviously quite a few players on the board. Noah Hibben-Targrove still on the board. Javan Philippou still on the board. Sam Allen, Rodriguez, Kickett. Who else? That's probably the main ones from the top. Lockie's putting out one. There's still some good names out there. And we've still obviously got Callaway to come through as well later on. Fingers crossed. But
Hey,
tomorrow will be
Michael, I've got a joke for you.
mhm.
What do you call two ones playing basketball?
I don't know.
1-on-1.
Yeah, not bad.
Try the veal, folks. I'm here all night.
So,
Yeah, very good.
so my best mate, his name is Warwick Fraser. And his nickname is Wok. And I saw a joke this week. What do they call Dwayne Johnson in Japan? They call him the Wok. So I started calling my mate Warwick Fraser. I've started calling him Dwayne. And he hasn't clicked. He hasn't
gotten onto it
He
yet.
hasn't clicked as to why yet.
Oh, yeah. 2 ones don't make a white.
It takes one to know one. Now, there are definitely some great players available, Toby. James Racing wants to know just some final thoughts on our picks for tomorrow night. Any early thoughts on who we might go?
2 Wongs don't make a white either.
Look, I think successful night. There's still some really good talent on the board. I think we get another good player in tomorrow. It's funny, now that I've had time to digest, it's just, the problem was I had in my head where I thought we should go. So the problem was with me, not with the club and their pick, if that makes sense.
100%.
So I'm actually pretty comfortable with what we've actually done, to be honest. And that's not being a cheerleader or a pom-pom waver. I just think Grill makes sense when you look at the list and what we need and what we complained about this year. And obviously getting another mid in with Cumming made sense. So really, really, really comfortable is my my thoughts.
Yeah, I think we all fell in love with Roby, and I fell in love with Xavier and whatever. And so when your mind's thoughts are not met, it's a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
But as someone in the chat said, this is 2 years in a row. How good of a job has Blair done in not telling people what we're going to do?
Yeah.
And people not actually knowing. And the whole draft was completely changed by the fact of who we picked.
Yep.
The consensus was Cumming Roby, Cumming Taylor, Roby Taylor. There was no Grill. It has completely changed the complexion of everything else. You yourself said, Michaels, that Melbourne invited, was it Nan?
Yeah, Cameron there. Yeah, yep.
What? They invited him down and he goes to someone else because they pivot after Richmond's picks to someone else. So, yeah, I think we've done a great job and we've looked after ourselves beautifully. And if you take the 2-year collective, you couldn't be anything but stoked.
And to Drewley's point, Grock, that we've made some good selections for Uze's game plan, which I think is obviously really important to have what the coach has in mind, and good to see obviously Uze in the room with doing the selections as well. I think they're going to be good picks. I think it complements what we have nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw from the training videos that the focus has been on fast ball movement and going as fast as we can, whether, making mistakes or not. The game plan is to move the ball a lot quicker. Grill is going to do that from half back. He's absolutely going to be the type of player that's going to absolutely provide that riding, pushing, and the
Your hair's moving, mate. Your hair's moving.
100%. It's my sister's cat. We're looking after her animals at the moment. She's got the weirdest name for a cat. Her name's Rhonda. But yeah, with the fast ball movement, having someone like Sam Cumming, who's really good overhead, also has a turn of pace, can hit the scoreboard. I think it's really clear now that Uze put in the defensive structures last season. Now it's focusing on the offensive side, and I think that's where I wouldn't be surprised if we take another speedster with our pick 31 to really drive home what we're going to be trying to do in 2026.
Good point here from Ben as well, that this happened last year with Houghton and Fall, that Blair and the team are happy to back their own opinion and pretty much not get swept up in the wave of emotion and public opinion. They've got the data and we only see the highlights, and it's spot on. And they identified him early, and like we said, they had the pick of the bunch and they narrowed in and zoned in and picked the exact players that they wanted for very specific reasons. And like we spoke about before, CB, the running blend of Sam Grill, I think, is one of the more appealing prospects of a player, along with his tenacity, and I think he's going to fit our game style well.
Agree. And the Timu Japanese cover band of WAN isn't quite as good as the original Wham. I just want to say
that. Do we know this one? Were there any players who didn't get selected tonight that were invited?
Let me just double check.
I don't reckon that would happen.
Yeah, I don't think that would have happened.
I'll be back in a minute. I've got to recover from that Wham comment.
Grill going to run all day in the G. Agree. There you go. Max has gone with Cummings to Dangerfield. Grill's a Dan Rioli. You can't complain with that. Jacob, I saw some players that are left. Holmes, Leray, Javan, Hibbins, Hargraves, Onley, Allen. I mean, it's a pretty good list, isn't it, Jacob? When you put it that way, is in a player, one of those players will fall to our pick. That's some pretty good. And you still got Fred Rodriguez in there as well. There's another one that will be in the mix too. So there's plenty of names. And who's the? I've got to just check my phone quickly to find the name because I'm going to completely butcher it if I don't. The other one, Blake Udshawn Benier, another South Australian. He is another one who apparently we absolutely love. So keep an eye on Blake Benier as well. And I know Tommy Wolf, for those who watched the live with Tommy Wolf doing his mock draft, he was all over him as well. So Blake Benier would be another not a bad selection. Very good player for South Australia.
All 12 players that were invited got taken.
Okay, there we go. So all selected. There's an interesting one from Widescreen. Saints will offer their 2026 first for Filippo. They've been pretty hot on him, haven't they? I mean, Ross Lyon was the only one that he interviewed. He made a specific mission. Paul says Richmond's done very well in the last 2 drafts for our rebuild. You think we could be playing finals in 2027? That's a huge call. I'm all for huge calls. I'm all for it. Maybe having a top 10 helps.
We'll be close.
But
No, we'll get close in 2027.
You reckon?
We'll be close.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we will.
If it all starts to click, it's going to be exciting, especially if we play this breakneck speed football. It's going to be very good.
And I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who contributed tonight. We appreciate everyone. So thank you so much for all your support and everything you've given us tonight and your contributions and your comments. We appreciate everything.
It's been huge. There's still 350 people in it. I know there's sometimes some technical issues with trying to get everything to align, which can be frustrating, but we appreciate everyone hanging around and talking and putting your comments and thoughts and feelings in the chat as well. It's really good and really, really fun to engage with. There you go, D. You know what I'm talking about, Bob. You know what I'm talking about. Guess we have to do the interview. Lockie's still big on Toby. I'll be watching for this one, Lachlan. Toby Wine. I don't mind it. Yeah, PD, and that's what I loved about one of his games is the 3 goals and 25 touches in the Sandford Men's. He's going to adapt to AFL very quickly, I believe.
I mean, surely if we draft Toby Wan, we call him Kenobi as a nickname.
It would be a travesty if that's not how the nickname fell. I mean, is there anything more obvious? Surely.
Oh, can we call
amazing.
Philippou? Can we call Philippou the Scud after Philippousis?
I'd like to know what Mateus' nickname is, if he sort of got that one as well.
We were going so well, CB.
This is why I'm not allowed back on the show. I tone it. I bring everything down.
I had never thought of that. One Kenobi. My goodness, that is a million times better than the George Foreman grill. That is elite. If his nickname is
surely, if anyone drafts him and doesn't nickname him Kenobi, it's grounds for deportation, surely.
Utter fail.
And he'll get Ken for short, and his nickname will be Ken.
Yeah.
Ken
Obi.
on the field because you got to keep it short. Ken.
Yeah, Kenobi. Yeah,
it has to be Ken. Oh mate, that is elite grog.
It's very good. And if Sam Grill doesn't get a sponsor offer from Grilled Burgers, they've missed an opportunity as well. That's just one.
Philippou Winnie. Hey, Philippou. See, everybody's on board for you, EJ. Everyone's coming on board now.
Oh, the nickname's very good.
Yeah, our audience is so much smarter than us.
Oh, undoubtedly. All right, is that just about a wrap? I think that might be about a wrap. But before we go, again, I want to give a massive shout out first. I'm going to go through those who, firstly, everyone for tuning in, but a big thanks to Jasper, Dale, Kano, Paul, Rods, Toby, Birdman, Mike, Tiger123, H9J, and Samuel for donations throughout the night. Very, very much appreciated. We appreciate all the love and support. We appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the interactions. A massive thanks to the Richmond Football Club, Nikki in particular, for helping organise Sam Grill and Sam come on for a quick chat. That's extraordinary access that you won't see anywhere else. And that's not to pump our own tyres up, but maybe it is because I think we should pat ourselves on the back for that because it's huge. It was awesome to get them on. They sound like great kids. Obviously, very excited to be a part of the footy club. And also a final thanks to, I'm not reading out the last one, to Aussie Ringwood for jumping on board as the sponsor for not only for this show, but Aussie Ringwood for jumping on for the sponsor for the Monday Night Review show for 2026. Liam, sensational work, mate. Thank you so much for the donation of the $200 KO voucher. So we'll work through who got the answers right for that, and we'll do a bit of a wheel spin tomorrow night to determine the winner for that. So make sure, again, guys, if you've got a home loan you want to refinance, if you have, like, all of us have home loans and we probably just let them sit there and do their thing, but the banks are probably pocketing some extra money from you. So someone like Liam, it's his job to find you a better deal, get more money back in your pocket, and you don't pay him a cent. So it's a free service and you get a win as well. So if you want to refinance, you want to do extensions, move house, whatever it might be, you don't have to be in Ringwood. You don't even have to be in Melbourne. You can be anywhere in Australia. You can contact Liam at Aussie Ringwood. The QR code's there on the bottom right. The phone number's there. The link to his direct contact page is in the description of the video. Make sure you get around them. They support us, so we're going to support them and give them the shout outs they deserve. And if they get support from you guys, and things grow bigger and better. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this one goes. But Liam and Aussie Ringwood, thank you very much. Grock, EJ, and CB, thank you very much as well for jumping on tonight. Appreciate your time and efforts as always. I know everyone has a bit on, so thank you for jumping on. And I'm not sure if everyone back tomorrow night. I'm not sure. We hadn't actually planned any further than tonight, to be honest.
I'm not back tomorrow night. I nearly got divorced tonight, so.
Unfortunately, I have to make a cricket comeback for a one-off game just to help the club out. We've got a wedding on. There's a couple down, so. I have to go to cricket training tomorrow night to actually see if I can hit a ball. So unfortunately, I won't be on because I'll be doing something silly on Saturday. Good luck. And Jacob Cassar, we couldn't say your gag because it's a trap. Yeah, didn't get that gag. So
if you were a McPherson, you'd be a Mimi.
What, half plastic?
No, me.
If we do it tomorrow, I'll be on. And just touching on the Aussie sponsorship, plenty are going to need it when they follow through on CB's put the house on at bets throughout the season next year.
Yes,
correct.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
correct.
Hear me out.
Plenty of that. But thank you again, everybody, for jumping in. Much appreciated. All love and support. It's a big night. We drafted well. Sam Grill, welcome to Richmond. We look forward to seeing you strut your stuff next year. And then tomorrow night, it might just be Grock and I will be back to talk through the next pick, and plenty of quality on the table. So it'll be an interesting second round, and hopefully we can round out our draft nicely. But until tomorrow night, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Welcome, boys.